Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens, Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is fucking Talk Shit with Eagle, episode 463. Hopefully, you guys are kicking off an amazing weekend. Ready to have a little bit of fun, hang out for a few, some good friends, some good smoke. Back to 1995, good time, good year. 95 was a good year. Lucky Mike, what is up? You get firsties. How you doing, ill Jester? Cheers to you. Give me my tray, give it something to roll on. Mr. Roberts, Captain 420. Cheers, cheers, cheers. I wish I could turn this shit up louder. Paul, what's up? Stu Moo, Dirt Road Dude. Got goosebumps watching you guys roll in. Cheers, Pit Jam, Big Bodie Face. Good morning to you. Feel alive. Words, statements. What you guys smoking on? What are you guys smoking on this Monday/Tuesday morning? Heading out to the Black House now. Cheers, our captain. TK's in the house. Top Floor Genetics. Pink Jam, McBoaty Face. Show me Johnny Candy Seed. Good to see you, my friend. Much respect to you. Rolling up a little bit of baby nugs of the Columbia. Number 4. So far, one of my more favorites so far. Got to hang out, smoke a little bit with Big Jar Groves today. He said the same thing I did. There's no pine there, but there is berries. So it is what it is. Stu Moon. Good morning, my friend. Of course, listening to a little bit of Godsmack. 1,000 miles an hour. Great tune. Always enjoy a little bit of Godsmack music. Who's gonna pop into this Monday edition wormhole? Looking forward to the cloud cultivation event. 2 weeks away. Critical Blue R1 from Seeds. R1 from Kazoo. Hell yeah. That's pretty fucking awesome. It's almost seed giving time again. Picking up another load of some fun stuff to give away. Because I've got some more of these crocodile eyes to give out. And some Sonic Shroom. Some Sonic Shroom. Rather. Got Ep463 Gardens popping in. This thing over here. Let the music pop. Oh. Brother, it's probably me. Get my headphones switched over. Yeah, it's definitely. Oh, I don't know what I'm up to. But all right, you there? Can you hear me? Oh, can I hear you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Yuka? It was probably me before. I didn't have my headphones, my Bluetooth hooked up. If you can hear me. Says you're good. You should be able to use those headphones if you can hear me. 3 and 13 popping in. They're coming up nicely. Still sprouts. Cheers, Green.
I can hear you.
How you doing? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
What's
Am I
up,
too
dude?
loud? How's my mic?
Fine. You just switched to a headset. Yeah, it's fine. It's normal.
All right. Yeah, sometimes this mic gets a little strong.
Right. What's
Still
up?
can't hear you, Yuka. Try logging out and coming back in. You should be able to use the headsets if you want to. Yeah, pretty good day, man. Getting ready to fire up some Colombian.
Yeah, man.
Number 4 Pinot.
I'm trying to remember what it is. Triple G, Gorilla Glue Trimes Gelato, I think. Oh shit! Smiley's Garden, Green Fingers. Beat Smiley in though. Beat Smiley in this morning.
Shit, man, what are you up to? What's going on?
Some God Tuesday morning business.
Right? They're running in. They're running in this evening. Johnny's coming.
Johnny!
Hell yeah.
I've had really bad reception today on conversations with people today on the phone, so hopefully this comes through okay.
Sounds clean.
I think we got satellites getting blasted out of the atmosphere up there by asteroids or something.
Afghans?
No, I didn't say that. I said asteroids.
I know you did. I know.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of falling from the skies too. It's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we get for having a bumbling fool in office.
You lot are never happy. Not happy with Trump, not happy with Biden. How are we going to make you happy?
The people need to rule.
Something.
Not the government.
They're running in tonight.
Yeah, I saw them flowing in like crazy, man. It was like someone opened up the floodgate. You've been missed, Eagle. You've been missed, my brother. Yeah.
I missed you guys.
Yeah, we miss you every time you're out here. Smiley, nice
So
update today.
I did get to smoke down with a little bit with Big Jar Gross today, and smoked a little bit of the Colombian with him.
And
at least he at least got to see the first 3 that came down, and I gave him some samples. Actually sent him home with some samples, and he was like, "It's very good," but he said in the very same mimicked everything I said. Basically, is there's no pine there. There's no pine. There's a mix between like an earthy and that berry. And he's like, the first time he was like, I'm not sure what dragon fruit smells like. And I broke up the first fucking bud there, and I put the tray under his nose. I'm like, that's dragon fruit. And he goes, yeah. That's definitely, yeah.
Nice.
So,
I like dragon fruit has a nice, crisp, clean kind of a flavor to it.
It's definitely tasty. That was his words too. He was like, "It's tasty. It's really fucking good, but that ain't pie."
Hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think every one of these beans has, something really special behind it if you could bring it out.
Not each one, but for sure, each 10.
Well, each one
something.
that I grow, I enjoy.
Yeah. The leafy ones can get, and then the herby ones can get.
Well, you still enjoy them for a minute or two. So, they might not be as enjoyable, but they sure are enjoyable.
So it's funny that you were speaking to Big Jar.
You could 420. Can you hear us? I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. Roll with
I was
it.
just, yeah, I was funny you were speaking to Big Jar because I spoke to him yesterday, and I don't speak to him all the time, but ended up having a chat with him yesterday, and obviously the same with you. So it's the vibes, man.
Yucca,
I was just sorry, Johnny.
can we hear you?
I keep trying to check with Yuka. He's came in a few times. I just
Yeah.
want to make sure you can hear us.
I want to hear your voice.
Welcome to the wormhole, brother. Say hello.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Let's go, Great Fingers. Red Pill, welcome in.
Great fingers.
There you are. There you are. We heard you that time. Kind of spotty, but it's there. So, how did Big Jar grow, or not?
BJ.
Yeah. How did he like to smoke? Did he like the high?
Oh yeah, he said it was definitely a good eye to it. It hit hard. It's a good smoke. It's got a really nice uppity eye to it, but it's definitely not that fine. I'm telling you, there's not even a trace of fine in the first three. Not even a trace. And if I remember right, there's no fruit on that. I should go grab it. There's no fruit on like that calling on the strain description there. It's pine, earthy, spicy. Nowhere in there is fruit listed.
But even before we get to the chemovar thing, like there's the beans thing, man. Like it don't matter what they put because when you get phenos, it's just nothing gonna be like the description.
My thoughts.
So do I got to run one out then, Eagle, and see what pine or dragon fruit does?
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
pine
happy
probably.
anyway, right? Like it. So.
Heard that.
Or haven't you settled on a pheno yet?
Well, I'm still pulling them down. And, I know which one. Again, number 6 has caught my eye. And right from seed, I called out number 6 because it was the misfit. But it came out to fruition, everything I wanted out of it. Number 6 came to be. And there's another one, I think it's the 5 that I'm really kind of leaning towards too. But, it's still out as far as final decision.
They're like a
Love the misfits. Sorry. Go ahead, Smiley.
No, I was just wondering if there was like a big range between them, like
Yeah, well, yeah, already from when I handed the jars to Big Jar today, he picked out 3 distinctive scents. You know what I mean? The one was obviously the dragon fruit. The other one he said was a little more earthy, and then number 4 is like a fine mix between the two. And the other 2 there's two, number 6 and number 5. The other one that I'm leaning to are different in structure, way different in structure. The first 3 tend to be like a narrow leaf, sativa-ish kind of looking strain, to where 5 and 6 are more of a wider leaf, more indica looking strain. And fucking different, totally different structure, totally different bud structure, and the way the plant looks.
Is that just mum, dad, do you think? Just 2 big camps, you know?
It could be. It could be. Tomorrow's an update. So tomorrow, as I'm going through the 10, I'll kind of, give you guys a little bit better look at what I'm talking about. But, the other ones are like just more spread out, is more smaller buds, to where 5 and 6 have donkey dicks to them. A couple nice big colas to them. Just, I don't know. All 6 will be available 27th and 28th as far as smokable form. We'll all be able to look at the bud and, do a little.
Yeah, come over, bro. Come on. I'll put the coffee on. 26. I'm free. What day is it? Bring that jar.
Yeah, it's probably. Have you thought that it might be a little bit of a DOA coming out of it too? He might be expressing in it. Just to say, you think it's going to be mint? Yeah, I'll show you. Think it's going to be pine? I'll show you.
You can have pine, you can have earth, you can have fruits.
Yeah.
I know is this Jack Skellington's fucking smelling badass.
Yeah? Like what?
What's it smell like? Yeah.
The one pheno that I'm fond of, I keep saying that like new tennis ball, but it's that like fucking new rubber or fresh rubber kind of like smell. Like I don't know how else to describe it, but it's got a hint of lemon in it. That's like it's coming out.
When you pop that can, whoomp, and you pull that thing out, I love that smell, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's like a rubber bands. If you have a ball full of rubber bands, it smells the same.
Or a new spark plug wires.
Yeah.
Yep, new bag of spark plug wires.
Or a brand new inner tube.
Yeah, something along that line for sure. Yep.
Yeah. It's
Wicked.
that fresh made
It's a
rubber
funny set of terps, right? But it's one we all know. Like when you get it, you're like, oh, okay, fresh tennis balls. I don't even fucking play tennis,
Right.
But
Right. Like a new Ninja Turtle smell, or like a new G.I. Joe, like those plastic kind of like.
Yeah, yep. It's that kind of
smell. Yep. Yeah.
And, dude, it's something that they described as being violently potent. Isn't that the description on it or something?
Oh yeah.
Every time I smell it, I'm like, man, I can see where that is fucking violently potent.
Yeah.
like
that's gonna hammer me.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm excited.
I do think of that terp as like probably quite strong uplifting as far as the hit.
Yeah, I'm picturing it being total cerebral, like just fucking set you dazed and confused, pull into the gas station when you meant to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, a diesel type thing, a fuely type hit, like boxed and uplifted.
Forget to pump the gas. So you go pay for it and walk away, drive off.
I almost did that shit the other day. That's funny as fuck. Totally got him too, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's a full-on stoner move right there, man.
Yes.
That's good weed. When that happens, it's good weed. It's just no other questions about it. It's like, fuck, what did I smoke? I gotta write that one down.
Gotta write that shit down.
It's good weed when you install the nozzle and then you just drive away before pumping the gas.
I just was watching like a little clip today of a lady, and it was the title of it was like Karen gets owned or something like that. And these guys were like getting yelled at by this lady, and they're recording her, and she's like chewing them out. You guys are following me. You're creeping me out. All this shit. And then he's like, "But ma'am, you have a hose hanging off your car. We were trying to let you know about it or whatever." She turns around and looks, and she had drove away from the gas pump with the freaking gas hose. There she's chewing these guys out, and then she just like storms off. She takes it and she tries to throw it into the passenger seat and shit. Like that thing had to reek like fucking gas, dude.
Oh, completely. I guess she was going to return it, right?
Yeah.
Get her return money back or something.
I feel sorry for her, man. I hate when that shit happens. I mean, not specifically that shit. Fuck you, fuck. Oh, my bad.
Trying to be nice, and you're an ass. I do that every day. They're like trying to sign something. I had something on the top of the car, and I'm like, "Fuck you too. Stop looking." And next thing you know, it flies off the top of my car, and I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like that.
The bros. Sorry, bros. Thanks,
Like, fine,
bros.
fuck you then.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What you smoking on tonight, Yuka?
That's a strange scenario. Maybe he's really behind us or ahead of us.
Or did he push the button on audio? I didn't do that last time. I forgot to press audio on my thing, and I didn't press it, so I wasn't able to talk. But like, I was able to fucking watch. And I was like, "Oh, press audio."
Push to talk.
So maybe he just didn't press the little audio on the.
Oh, he's watching on. He's got the audio on YouTube. Oh, you got to click join audio on Zoom. And he's like 30
He's
seconds.
30 seconds behind us. Yeah.
And then he thumbs up.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. Shut the audio off on the YouTube.
Turn your
and
YouTube
turn off
off.
the screen.
on Zoom.
But he won't get this message for 30 seconds. So you have to
It's okay.
wait.
He'll get the message though. Anyway. There it is. He's getting it now.
Yeah.
Fucking YouTube, innit?
This is almost a fun game of message in the bottle.
I know, right? It's like building a little ship inside the bottle. This is kind of tough.
I've done full interviews with delays this bad.
Wi-Fi. On a homestead or anywhere, Wi-Fi.
No kidding.
That little
That's
thing.
cool.
So I'll be able to get my laptop tomorrow working. I just gotta
What's that?
go online.
What's that run?
Gotta go online and do this little shit to get it.
What's that run?
Let's see, all this stuff. Where did the thing go? Everything.
Yeah,
Well,
how much
does
was it?
cost? How much does it cost?
Oh, I thought you meant what does it run? I don't know. It was a gift for free, so not sure.
Oh, shoot. That's nice.
But yeah, that was cool. And then I got that too.
There
Humidifier.
you go. Those are good. Always good.
Humidistat.
Just gifts. I get free stuff for the garden every Monday. So because the guy, it's his plants. The guy's plants I'm taking care of in the greenhouse, but he didn't have none of the right stuff, so that's why nothing happened right.
Oh, I think he just got the internet so he can check on you, dude. That's what it is. How's everything going over there with my plants?
Yeah, and he's like, he brought me a new one, but it had like leaf curl today, so I don't know what that means. So why would my leaves be curled? It was a brand new clone, and all the leaves were like curls upwards.
Nutrient spike.
Was it a fresh clone from indoors and he threw it out in that room? Or in
They
the
were all just- they uncurled themselves.
Oh, tacoed.
Yeah, they were tacos.
yeah, they freaked from the heat.
Humidity and heat.
I asked them about the heat thing too. Like, no, I had it in the cold truck the whole time. Like, are you sure? Because like, if that's not that, then it's got bugs or something. And they're like all curled up on the inside of the leaves. When I uncurl it, it's gonna be full of fucking mites or something. And he's like, no, I just bought it. It was $15. So
Whatever it had, it was given the opposite and didn't like it. That was all. It was just a hardening off process.
Yeah, he told me it was pulled right out of the fridge, and I was like, well, that's why. And he's like, all right. I was like, yeah. Yeah, turn off YouTube, the volume. I did that last time too. I was trying to listen to it and it didn't work.
It could be hooked up. He had a headset in the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe it's
unhook
he
it.
could,
If you just
it could be
unhook it,
going
then you
through
won't
his
be able to hear
headset
it.
too.
Yeah, I did that last time too. I did all that shit last time.
Oh, he jumped out. Dang it. I hope he comes back in, darn it. Let's get this
Yeah, I
figured
hope you
out.
don't get discouraged.
Right. Yeah, this sucks, man. So, Red Pill, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm about to torch up here.
Good
You
deal.
caught me.
That's
You,
why
you
we
caught
asked
me
you.
torch-handed.
Torch-handed?
I thought you maybe came in to save your spot because people all came in at once and you were like, let me just get a spot there. I won't say anything for a minute, but
Luckily, this isn't Hangouts anymore. Hangouts, we only had 10 spots. So
right.
If you
So-
remember, you were talking at one point being able to warm up that bowl with the laser eye. It'd be funny if the question would have been, warming up the torch hand, but warming up the laser eye, the red eye, warming up the red eye. Get ready, heat this bowl up.
yeah,
It's supposed to be ice cream cake.
the only I'll be eating up is the brown eye. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
What was that there, Green 13? What were you shaking up in there? What is it?
It's a thing. It's called an e-nail. It's like it's modern
okay.
technology. Yeah.
So is that away from everything or what? You just load that thing up and it's got a tube to it, or how cool is that?
Magical shit, man. You just push your button. None of
Nice.
this Stone Age shit. Aaron's Smiley's obviously taking a break from the dabs. Have you run out or something?
No, I don't know. It's not really my thing, man. I don't know. This shit makes
He's
my
always
life
been a
heavy
joint
and, like, I enjoy them. It's just not something. It's not. I don't know. It's not my thing.
Cultural. Yeah, I know. For sure. I'm only teasing because it was a new toy.
I know it was the cool dude for a minute.
Yeah.
But
So-
honestly,
so-
man, like with you guys in the dab song, that's like the only times I really ever do, or at an event or something. I mean, if Frigroli's handing them out, I'm probably gonna do one of his. But
Yeah.
Always.
Evenings, I like a 6 o'clock and an 8 o'clock, but events, or if you're handing them out, I'm good for it because I really think they only get me high for about 10 minutes.
really,
I don't know. Yeah. Super peaky for me these days.
yeah, they make me cough like a motherfucker. No matter what temp, seems like.
No.
Not working.
Oh, speak again? Nah, but you are on the same speed as us now.
Yeah, we could see you speaking at the same speed and everything. So did
It's
you
just
connect?
put your heads.
Did you
if you're-
connect when you came on? Did it say connect cellular or anything on your phone? Did you tap on that?
The Wi-Fi thing, Wi-Fi volume.
Yeah, because it'll ask you to set your stuff up, when you first come in.
He said
Man,
that's
this is-
bullshit.
It's so fucking weird.
I can read lips. Nah, we can't hear you, no.
No.
But we are getting better with sign language. What are you smoking on? Try and explain that with sign language.
We got the sign language.
What does it taste like?
What first word? First word?
Tastes like shark? Is your headset still plugged in? And so maybe you can hear us in your headset. Oh, you can probably hear us though. We just can't hear you.
Can you hear the cricket?
Yeah.
The cricket!
I can hear the cricket.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, brother?
That sucker's loud tonight, man. He's playing a really deep bass song.
I laid mine to rest. Like I killed all mine with raid. I just went crazy.
Set the scorpions on them.
Scorpions are full. They ain't eating no more. They're super big and they ain't eating. Like, man, like fucking.
Yeah, I saw you taking one of them out for a walk the other day. That was awful nice of you.
That was funny. That was just another one I found, and then I said I was taking it for a walk, but that was just a brand new one. I was like, man, I don't have enough time. Nothing's gonna get me right now. Cause they climb right up my legs and jump right off me, and I'm like fucking creeped out, and I've got to run away and shit. I'm like, man.
Oh, I would have.
They climb out of the soil when you're digging in there to feel if it's dry. Fuck that.
Oh,
I don't touch them no more. I don't put my hands in the soil no more. I learned my lesson. Got stabbed the other day. Didn't get in my hand because it's still calloused. I was lucky. I was like, fuck yeah.
That's pretty amazing, man.
No more hand digging. I do all my soil out of the fresh bag only. I'll just touch wherever I cut the bag open, and then I'll mix that. I won't touch nothing else that sits out there for more than one day. Fuck that. I just use the shovel.
So what do? Just sort of semi-bury themselves?
Yeah, they just sit there and they just sit there right behind the dirt.
You hear Shuka?
Their eyes.
I know, like, I just asked him. I don't mean to keep interrupting. I just don't
oh
want
no, that's okay, Eagle. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes there's a mic button on the back of the thing, on the back of the headset. Sometimes there's a mic button.
Or on here.
It says only he's the one with no speaker. I mean, with no microphone. Is it? All of ours is full of microphones. So maybe he just didn't press the microphone part.
I didn't do 420. Are you using your phone? Oh, dang. Oh, there you are. Okay. Are you using your phone? I think he is. Because if when I come in, if it doesn't say use cellular data, if I don't click on that, it won't give me any voice at all.
I have an option when I come in where it says use cellular or Wi-Fi data thing, and then below that it says dial in, and if you hit that dial in, it actually dials a phone number.
Oh yeah,
like you're actually calling, making a phone call.
Oh wow, that's a trip. I didn't even realize that. I hadn't tried
dial in either. I've never pressed dial in because I thought it was something different for some reason. I don't know why. I always press Wi-Fi cellular data or whatever, and then it pops me right on.
I tried that the other night. I tried it the other night too, and I tried it the other night too, and for some reason it was working good for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just completely kicked me out, shut my phone off. I was just gone. I couldn't even get back on the internet for an hour after it. So I don't know what the hell happened with that. That might have been coincidence, but
same shit happened to me.
It didn't work.
Yeah, same stuff happened to me. My internet completely went out the other night, and I was just gone I didn't have the internet until about 3 o'clock in the morning at that point. So it just That's like I was saying. I think the asteroids are actually taking out our satellites. Having a conversation. Boosh! That communication satellite's gone. Oh, we had a shooting star out here. It looks like a debris field coming down out of the sky. You know.
Hey, if there's a debris field going to come down over Vegas, I know a little town just to the south, that could use the impact everywhere.
Oh, is that right?
You ever been out to Sandy Valley?
Sandy Valley, I've heard of it.
Oh, take a drive out there, brother. It's right by a state line. It's the exit before you hit Prim. From where you're at, get off that exit, turn right. You go up to the, you'll see like a T intersection a few miles up. Hang a left and follow that road. That's where the hills have eyes.
That's where the hills have eyes.
Yeah, it's a little town that could definitely use a satellite to fall on it and redo the place.
Totally understand what you're saying. Is that where the I think they had like an observatory that went silent for some reason. Something observatory or something. I wonder if that wasn't to do with something out there.
Could be. That's where I was at when I was living out in your neck of the woods, man. I saw some weird shit, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some satellites being taken out by asteroids.
Yeah, somebody actually took a picture of a cloud that looked like this in the sky. Looked just like the sky or a cloud was flipping off Las Vegas. Fuck.
So what's everybody up to tonight?
Smoking. Got no
Hanging out
plans
with
in the
you
garden.
guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Green 13, I got a question for you, man. Sorry, this is going to be way off topic here, but I'm watching all these like Moto Madness videos, like guys on bikes almost getting killed by cars and all this shit. And I keep seeing all these things from over in your neck of the woods. What the hell is these little squiggly lines in your road lanes? What the hell are those all about?
Is he there?
You might
Green
not.
13.
Do we lose Green 13?
Maybe.
There he is. Did you hear that question?
I heard the end of the question and I was like, that sounds like a weird English type question, but I wasn't actually even in the room, so I didn't hear the question. I just heard squiggly rhyme type things, and it's like, that sounds English. What was the question?
Oh, I was saying that, since I've been hurt, I've been watching all these videos online of like stupid drivers and bad drivers and, people almost killing motorcycles. And I've noticed that over in your side of the pond, you guys have all these weird little squiggly lines in your traffic lanes. What the fuck is that all about?
We don't. We'll have a set of lines like that, crosshatch lines, as you come to a crossing. Is that what you mean?
Nah, never mind. I was talking about like, over here, our lines on our roads are just straight. And there's certain sections where I see like you guys have them like a little zigzag on each side. I was kind of wondering what they were all about.
Don't know. Mostly we have corners and stuff, which I think is probably a bit baffling for you, but no, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have corners around here. We just go straight through shit.
Hey, that's what I do. So I drive a tall truck. Downtown La Jolla put a bunch of roundabouts. So traffic in La Jolla is already terrible. So I just drive straight down the middle, straight through the roundabouts, man. People get mad, but I make great time through that traffic.
I can just see you doing it too. On the motorcycle, obviously, right?
No, in the truck.
In the truck. Now that would be fun to watch. Out here in Vegas, wherever they have roundabouts, they always have structures in the center of them. You know, little
No,
ponds,
these are like
little trees, big rocks, you know, shit like that. Because I think they've seen that video where you were doing that. They said, let's keep that guy from coming around town.
Blaze Daily and Chad's saying they're zigzag lines and they're indicating you're coming up on a pedestrian zone.
That's the only thing I can think of. There'll be like some, just as you, but only for like
a crosswalk or something like.
Yeah, exactly. Coming up to a crosswalk, but to stop you parking there or doing any stopping, and it's like for just like 100 yards up, leading up to it and after it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. I just wasn't sure, man. I see all this. You watch different
It's the
things.
kind of sort of place you'd see a motorcycle get tripped up for some weird reason on a video or something as well, maybe, you know, where there's people and such.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting watching all these different countries and you see all the different, little subtleties, different traffic lanes. You know, I just thought it was kind of interesting. Kind of wonder what they were all about. Whoever had that answer in chat, shout out. Appreciate you. I've been wondering that for a long time.
So I got a different subject. I was flipping through little TikTok video things or whatever on Instagram, and there's this kid that does these pranks, and I'm just wondering what your guys' reaction would be. But he's basically, the ones I saw, he's like in Home Depot or whatever store, and there's a dude just fucking like totally analyzing what he's gonna get, right? So he's like totally into it. And he sneaks up behind him and he fucking sets a bucket over his head. And then he goes running around the corner and he's got like a hoodie on when he does it. And then he goes running around to the next aisle and he quick takes his hoodie off and he fucking like comes back around the corner and he like, you know, and then people are taking the bucket off and they're fucking running around looking for who did it and shit. And then, yeah, it's just kind of funny, but I wonder what your reaction would be if you were standing at Home Depot and somebody fucking puts a bucket over your head. Like, what the fuck? I think I'd probably laugh, dude. I don't know. What are you gonna do? You gonna beat the kid up or something? You know what I mean? Like, what are you really gonna do other than just laugh about it? It's kind of funny, but I don't know.
Turn the poor guy into a bucket head just like that. Man.
Well, the one dude he went around the aisle and he found the hoodie, and the guy had the hoodie, and then the kid was like talking to him and shit. And he's like, did you see the guy? Do you know who had this on and shit? And the kid's like, no. And the guy like hands him the bucket. He's like, you did it. I think you did it. And the kid's like, no, man, I didn't see anything or whatever. And then the guy like looks the other way and the kid fucking sets the bucket on his head again, grabs his runs away, dude.
Yeah, man.
Fucking funny.
You might
I
get
don't know, I
to
was
like
thinking about that. Like, what would you do? Somebody throws a bucket over your head, fucking Home Depot.
What if he's like a blind ninja on accident? You didn't know, and he just fucking put you out. Just, it's like, oh shit! It's like I just fucked the wrong person up. Like,
But when you're doing that, you've got to be prepared for anything to happen to you. You've got to be prepared to take a whooping. Like, if you're doing that and you're videoing it, in your mind, you got to say anything can happen here, man. I'm gonna piss someone off so bad. They're gonna knock me out, you know.
The one guy got shot.
He's
get ready
fast.
with the camera.
He looks fast. So.
The one guy got shot. He got killed doing that. The prank video. He was pretending to hold up a car, and the guy turned around the corner. He was a cop. He just didn't have he was ununiformed or whatever, and he fucking walked up and turned the corner and just shot him. Pop, 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 pop. killed him just for a
And
prank.
that's the other thing. You never know who you're messing with. Exactly. Like Green 13 said,
Fuck.
somebody might
Thought he was holding him up.
not knock you out, but get pissed enough to be doing some stupid shit, pull out a gun, start shooting people or some shit.
Yeah.
Freak the fuck out. But it was just kind of a funny video. What the fuck, man?
That one YouTuber who tried to stop a bullet from going through the what is it? The telephone book. And his girlfriend shot a Desert Eagle at him, 50 cal, fucking straight through. Boom, killed him. Live on fucking his YouTube channel. It was crazy.
50 cal, damn.
Yeah, that's overkill. Oh,
I remember that
phrase.
Exploded.
Yeah, ready.
It was like a Smith & Wesson 500 or something he's trying to use, wasn't it?
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh, monstrosity.
Like a bear gun.
He says, "Are you ready, baby? Yeah, go ahead, shoot me."
Bullet.
Boom!
Like that.
That's
I had a
done.
38 special, and those things are like that. Those are small.
Says we should be able to hear you, Yuka. Try it. Let's hear you.
What up? What up? What up?
What
I can hear you.
Yeah,
There he is.
Yeah. Success. Right
What
on,
was
brother.
it, dude? What was it?
All right.
Was it a loose wire?
No,
No,
I had to hit Wi-Fi on the damn.
that's what it was when you first come on, right?
Or Wi-Fi, and I didn't hit anything.
Right. And if you don't do it right away, it disappears. Right on.
Yep.
Does it?
Right on. Perfect. Awesome. Good to hear you boys. Welcome to the crew.
I can actually see you guys and hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
So Smiley, I had a question for you. Are you gonna do that experiment again?
What experiment?
Well, obviously you got a little bit more frost, and your ladies started to go into to finish off quicker. Are you going to try that experiment again? I mean, just shut everything off for a couple of days and just have a couple lights on.
Radical.
I mean, it seemed like it helped, didn't it, to get all frosty? And I mean, do you see any kind of anything good out of what happened from that? That's what I'm saying.
No.
Was there any kind of a positive in your ladies as an experimental kind of a thought?
If anything, the ones like that were like day 50, like they were like day 52. And if anything, those ones did kind of maybe frost up a little bit, but I don't think I would do it like intentionally.
Well, no, I'm just saying, when shit happens, sometimes
and I got to take off shoes to go in.
A whole nother thing.
Okay, clap them.
Maybe it's good, maybe it's not, but I just experimentally thinking it caused those ladies to start to finish off quicker, though, didn't they?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, if you were trying to cut time off your flower, maybe like in that day 50 range, give them a good dose of darkness for a while. I don't know. But I also, the humidity jumped up, and there was like I had no control over temperature, humidity, any of that. So
it was like growing in Las Vegas, man.
it was about to rain inside there, I think, actually. So
I bet. Yeah, I was just wondering about that, because when you explained that, you said those couple of things that kind of tweaked my interest. As far as I wonder what if that might be something that somebody else could try, and kind of like a more controlled environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not so much sweaty, but
the extended dark period definitely seemed to shift them into that, like, okay, it's time to fucking finish up. But I mean, like, if you think about it, like day 50, that's pretty much the end of week 7. I mean, your week 8, kind of time frame.
Most of your structures there, most of your,
most people are flushing, you know what I mean? So it's if you do that thing, so it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, right in that zone, maybe it would be something to try. I don't know.
Save a couple of days electricity.
Yeah.
Well, it just piqued my interest, because the way you said it, they ended up being a little bit more frosty. They seem like they're starting to finish now. You said, or whatever that word was you said, finish is what I call it.
Finesse. Yeah. That's the fancy word for, like ripening off, or,
Yeah, I got the hillbilly style, it starts to finish.
Yeah.
It's just getting purdy.
Getting done.
I never want those tricks though. I'll finish early, run 11 hours and all that. Because all I think is, it's not going to be the same amount. It's going to be, I'm not looking to try and cheat the system, because I think you get less I think you get the same per time,
Well, I'm not looking to cheat any kind of a system. I'm just looking for that little gem,
Well, I do think there is a benefit to, at the end of your flower, like if you're going to harvest today, flip the lights off when they normally go off, and I leave them off for 24 to 36 hours and let them sit in the dark. And I think I can't prove it, but I kind of think it does kind of ripen them up, I guess the right phrase would be at the very end there. But I don't know about
when do you give them their last watering at that point, as far as that goes?
Generally a couple days, 2-3 days before, but I don't use anything but water. So I don't add anything except just regular water. And so I'll give them their last watering, 3 days or so before. And then, on the day that, like say today is harvest day, I'll flip the lights off on harvest day, what I have planned for harvest, and then let them go a day or two in the dark. And it seems to kind of, I don't know if it's like they get a little stickier, they get a little, it just, something different happens with them. It's like they almost kind of ripen a little bit extra in that darkness right there.
Okay, because I used to do a 2-day darkness, and I didn't do a 2-day darkness, and I didn't notice any kind of a difference when I did it. But maybe 3 days would make a difference for it. I'm not sure.
What do you guys think of 11, 12, running your plants? 11, 12, or who runs theirs?
11, 13.
12, 12. You do yours like 11, 13? I heard somebody does theirs even less. Like the other day I watched a video, I don't even remember what video. Some guy ran it like fucking like 10 hours fucking. He like shortened the fucking shit like so much. Left it off for like 4 hours. It was crazy. But he wanted to just finish his stuff fast. He didn't care how much yield he had. He just wanted it like tomorrow type shit. What do you guys think about that?
I run one of my flowers at 11, 13, but I don't know if I would go any less than that.
Not just 12, 12 regular.
By the time I finished my last crop, I was on 10.5 hours. So I was just dropping some time off it. And without doubt, that shit does speed things up if you're looking to try and finish a thing. Yeah, that's my feeling. But I also use quite a lot of light trickery with 730 nanometer and stuff. So I'm getting them to sleep quick and such.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, say hi.
Yeah, see, my light schedule is sunrise to sunset. I don't really have a timer for it. I can't really control that one.
Sorry, man, I got all mesmerized by some of that crap that Captain 420 showing right there. That's some big old alligator.
I was trying to think of topics to change it to, and I was just thinking light hours. Nobody ever talks about how long they run their shit for. So I usually run mine like 24 until it gets the season. Like right now, outdoors, I need a timer now because it's time to flip. So I let them go natural, but I do 24 hours up until now, until there's 2 months left, till October. So outdoors, I run 24-hour light supplemental, like LEDs or whatever, outdoors. So bushes should be double the size they are now, but he didn't have the right food or nothing. So foodless plants out there didn't grow. Fucking, that's why they were being eaten by the bugs. I didn't know they didn't have nothing. So then I got some vermicompost shit out there, and put that in there, and they started perking right up just right after the warm shit. Fucking, they look beautiful now. Fucking bugs can't eat them no more either. Like they won't eat them no more. It's fucking pretty cool.
Get that armadillo outside. Impenetratable leaves and stock. That's cool. So Yucca 420, what you smoking on tonight?
Some cherry diesel.
Fuck yeah.
How's that stuff hit?
Not bad. Got it from the dispensary store. Not bad.
Does she burn white? No? That's one thing I've always noticed when I get something out of the dispensary. It never quite burns the color that I like to see. It's always a dark gray or a black or something. Seems like it doesn't shrink down either when you cook it up, you know, when you're smoking it. Kind of stays in the same shape it was.
I ended up getting some shake that was like $70 for a half.
So you got trim
for $70, so it's like an ounce for $140.
Oh, there you go.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's
Better
not
than
bad.
nothing.
I'm saying.
I'm going through my shake with seed chaff,
And
so
if
it's got
I
to
happen to know another grower around here, maybe I can go to one, but I don't really trust him.
Yeah.
Totally understand after your story. Totally understand that.
Yeah, that just made me not want to fuck with nobody.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd end up putting up a wall and a couple of trip wires or something. Well, I'm glad you have opened up to our community.
Oh, I love growing.
Yeah.
I'm only growing little plants because I'm after something I really like. Once I find something I like, I'll let the fuckers grow bigger because I'm gonna want to smoke more of it.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
I don't want to grow something that I don't like. If that makes sense. I'm not knocking anybody's strands or anything like that, but I'm picky when it comes to certain stuff.
Dude, there's nothing worse than spending that whole season growing something that you don't like.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to waste my time on something I don't like.
Yeah, and that's the shitty part about growing. There's only one way to find it out too. You gotta grow.
We actually don't talk about it much, but man, it's a bummer when it happens and you're excited the whole way, and then it's like, oh,
this isn't what I.
How's that new thing? You know, right?
You don't want to talk about it.
It's not really that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially it's just like I'm new, so what if there was like human hair on mine? And I fucked it up. You know, I didn't grow it right.
Yeah, that's not about being new, dude. That's just about being human.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
No, that's
but it's
inevitable.
not that anyway. You're gonna come across shit you just don't like. I do not like weed that tastes like sage. I don't want to smoke it. I will not smoke it. But you know, there's not many flavors I don't really like.
See, I'm not a real pine type person. So if it tastes like pine saw, or I can't do it.
I don't love it either. I'm not a big OG guy. Like now and then, but not really.
I mean, if it gives me a good buzz or something, I might like mix it up with a blunt. I might throw it in a blunt and see what it does, just to kill that taste, you know.
You're Eagle. You're muted.
You
dude.
can't kill them pine turps.
I knew that. Yeah.
I'm trying so hard to get them pine turps, and you're like, man, I'll bury them bitches under some tobacco. I'll do whatever I gotta do here.
Yeah. I don't really like it either. That is funny though.
Hey, at least I'm not the only one.
It's not that. I'll tell you what it is. It actually is the most likely thing to make me cough. And so fruit is the most likely thing to not make me cough. So I think it really does just come down to ease of use, in fact. If I'm going to smoke an OG joint, I'm going to enjoy it, but then I'm not going to want another one afterwards. It'd be like loud at for a minute, you know? So it's not that I dislike it. It's just that it's like a bit more coarse. That's my feeling.
I find that's only for the first one, though. That first one's just like I like that stretch. It's just like a stretch. That stretch in my chest is just like a stretch in my body. And it's only usually for that first one that's kind of where it opens up your chest. That next joint is fucking pure pleasure after that. I don't know. And that's one of the reasons I like it. It's both because it's kind of clearing out my mind and it's clearing out my lungs. You know, it's a double benefit for me. That's why I like to buy it.
You're describing exactly that expansion, that, you know, yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I don't get to the second one. I'm like, yeah, next. But it's like chili, isn't it? You know, it's like there's a hit off chili. You can't describe what it is, but like my wife and I will be eating food and we'll be like, hot, yeah, hot. And it's like, that's a thing, isn't it? It's a stretch like you're talking about. It's an experience for your body.
Yeah, I've actually had one that actually tastes like pine sol one time, and it was like that, Eagle. It was almost like a eucalyptus tree landed in my chest, and just kind of
or something.
Right. It was just like, man, it opened me up, you know. And I definitely started coughing after that. I remember that. I can't remember where I got that smoke from.
I ran from Empire Breeding Co. was that pine saw. That was very nice. I ran that for a long time and then just kind of moved on, but wish I'd still kept it in the garden right about now.
Well, I sent a little bit down to my cousin, and she sampled some of the stuff that I grew. She was pretty pleased with it. That's kind of cool. And being a lightweight, it was really strong for her. Which I thought
it's so weird when it happens now, isn't it? It's like, isn't it? Oh, yeah, because, well, it just is. It's
she said I took
a couple of little
pieces. Yeah, I took a couple pieces off and put it in my bowl. Took a couple hits off of it, and she says my lips went numb. And I said, well, that's cool.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That don't happen to me, but that's cool, you know. So that was rather fun to hear that. So now I think she wants to grow with me. Which is kind of funny.
Man, that's the gift as well. You know it. That's the gift to do that.
She just got taken advantage of, and still trying to recover from a grow that she got ripped off from. So.
Right.
Well, that's some stuff right there, Captain 420. Where are you at this moment?
I am north of Chiang Rai by about 20 minutes, north of the university that I worked at for 3 days. But we're at the Black House, and this is the last house, or out of the 3 temples here, this is the Black House, which is the house of death.
Well, obviously, it's got a lot of skins and horns and tusks and shit like that in there. I bet that's an asteroid.
So I
take
figured,
a chunk off of that. Take a chunk of that off and bring it home with you.
Yeah, let me put it right in my pocket. But I wanted to bring you guys out here to make it the last of the 3 temples here in Chiang Rai that this artist has done. It's taken him 50 years to
Did we lose you?
He's frozen. Yeah, he's frozen, man.
I think we lost you, Captain 420.
It's taken him 50 years to
make it, to create it.
These
I think
are
I've
really nice pieces of wood.
Yeah, we lost you there for a minute.
All right, well, I'm going to get back to showing you guys, and I'll take a break here in a moment when I get really hot from walking around.
Awesome.
And I'll sit down and puff with you guys.
Thanks for sharing that with us, man. That's nice. Love that stuff.
It's such a different atmosphere that it has, right? It's
I know.
Quite calming, man.
Yeah, that's some wild stuff.
Especially to know it's baking hot there as well, because it looked kind of grey, but you know it's belting hot.
So green fingers.
Can there be this many crickets? Cheers, everybody. Go ahead.
Cheers,
Johnny.
brother.
I was just going to poke in on green fingers here and see what he's showing us here. What do you got going there, brother? Green fingers.
He can't hear you.
You can't? There it is.
I can hear you.
You're just ignoring my ass, huh? I see how it is.
Yeah. I said, that's fucking Johnny. Fuck that guy. No, I just couldn't do this at the same time. I had it clipped on my chest like Superman. Superman,
okay.
Like I was a cop. So it was like straight on on this little.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, this is just watering 101.
So it's at night.
No
It's at night now.
All the beetles stopped eating it. I don't know where they went. They all went somewhere.
They were just passing through. So the light that you have on there, it's on all the time?
Yeah, it's a little triple fucking LED that you screw on. And then these ones over here. So yeah, you see it from behind. It's just like a little regular old fucking, just screw on your outside, or like on your porch or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they flip out, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then over here in the shade, there's these ones on top of
Do you
these.
know? Do you know what kind they are? Or are they still kind of like mystery beans until you see them grow?
The guy said they're fruity pebbles or whatever, but I don't know. He didn't show me no like receipt, no evidence of him ordering it anywhere or getting them from anybody. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Right.
Like what he says it is, and he just writes it on the side. And like, it's like fruity pebbles or whatever. It's just like, that's his biggest one, he says, but they all smell like my plants, and he was the one who like helped move my seeds and shit, moved all my stuff. Then all my shit were missing. All my shit were missing. Then he starts making up names of plants that he doesn't even know.
So you're growing
like mine. I'm growing my
so
own
you're
shit.
growing your own shit.
Yeah. That's what I told him too. I was like, just be honest with me. Is this my stuff? Nah. And he wouldn't tell me. He got all scared. So what do you need?
But do you think that's the case, dude? Because that's not cool.
I know if that's the case, that's the whole thing. That's why I'm like getting free stuff every Monday though too. Like all that weird fucking, all the chemicals and everything that he brings, just like trying to kiss my ass, all this kind of shit. It's all free. Like I didn't pay for none of it. You know? There's like one more bag in the garage, I guess, because I forgot to bring it in. He's redoing all this, repatching it. We put all kinds of fucking. Like everything that you see, he's brought. Like I didn't bring none of. Like I didn't pay for none of that shit. So he's just like funded my garden pretty much. All these free pots.
Is that where you mix your soil up right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
These are all 6 week plants. These are all fucking 3 month plants.
Now, what do you do with all those stems? You grind that shit up?
No, those are just used for fucking smoking my food.
Oh, okay, okay. That's interesting.
Throw it on the grill. Well, it's hardwood. It's not like it's like the hollow fucking stem fucking. They're not hollow. They don't have foam in it. They're solid fucking stalks. Even they're that small, I could use those as switches. Like if my dog's got in a fight and fucking, I could switch their ass apart with one of those.
Well, my grandma would have loved having those things playing around. She would have
everybody's grandma would have loved to.
Absolutely.
Ooh,
yeah, she'd have taken me out to the barn with that one.
So humid in here right now. We got it blacked out finally. Not blacked out, but that black shit on the outside of it. So it's like way darker in here now. Fucking feels dark in here. There's the moon. Fuck, I can barely see it. Let's get out there and see the moon. It's nice tonight. Fucking red ball in the sky.
Yep. That's that smoke.
Yeah, I'm too scared to grow outside. I'm afraid somebody might snatch my shit.
Little sore, it's a little eye catcher, huh? Way out in the middle of the desert.
Yep.
Fucking just bright as fuck at night.
Yeah, it is. Lit up like a beacon.
Oh yeah.
Here I am.
Here I am. Yeah. Cause this light's not turning on up here. So it's like usually like cuts off after shit. But it's not turning on tonight. Pissing me off. But there's nobody to be seen for hours.
So Cal, you changed your name there.
Yeah, it made me laugh. Oh, you caught that.
I was laughing my ass off at first.
I'm trying to be honest, man. I'm just trying to be honest.
Okay.
I died laughing at first. I had to turn off my volume forever.
What is that right there? SoCal.
That's Holland's Hope.
Holland's Hope?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Don't know too much about it. It was like $20 for 10. But so far, I'm really liking what it's looking like.
Nice. Looks like she's starting to stack up, yeah?
Oh yeah, pretty good. It's hard to actually get a
It's
good
hard to
shot.
see it. Yeah.
Those are already pretty good into flower too. Dang.
Yeah, they are. Heck yeah.
Like my outdoor ones are barely even just showing a few hairs and stuff.
Mine don't even have hairs on them yet. It's not even close to time for them to do what they need to do. Matter of fact, I ripped the dude out the other day because I had a male show up next to him. So I took his ass out. Got one left. Hopefully it's the female. We'll see what she does.
I just picture you like the water boy. And he said, take his ass out.
Are all of those Holland's Hope?
No,
Okay.
just that little one. That thing's only knee high. This one's only knee high, and this is just one.
Did you start those from seeds?
Yeah, they came from the very beginning from seed. Yeah. So this is one that I started it inside before I brought it out, but it's one that I filmed, and let's see if I can get. I can't really get a good shot, but down there you can see where it popped out. 3 big just mains that popped out. So you got. Let's see.
So each one of those is their own little unit then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And that's all from the fimming. That's what it does. It'll give you like each one will come out like a main stock.
Yeah. And it doesn't slow down the vigor of it at all.
It does for a minute, right at first, just.
How deep into the top do you film?
What do you mean by like time-wise or?
No, I'm talking about how much do you take off when you're filming? Do you just nip the tip or do you go halfway into it?
I do like an 80-20 thing.
So cut about 80% off, leave about 20% there?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you have all your new, when you go to top, you have like your new little spot you're gonna top.
Yeah.
And I will take it as if I was going to take a regular top, in the same location, and I'll just pinch off about 80% of that like new little growth. You get that little, I want to call it bud, but it's not a bud, but that little growth bud right there.
Yes, like a little cone nub kind of that comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah. And I'll take about 80% of that. And then what happens is it'll slow down a little bit in the regrowth, and your leaves will start coming out really gnarly looking. But once it actually catches up, you'll get anywhere from 4 to 6 different spots coming up, rather than just the 2 if you were to top.
Okay, so that's a little bit more aggressive than I've done. When I do my filming, I just I take those new leaves that are growing right out of it, and it still has that little cone down below, like you're talking, that little nub thing, and I'll hit those top little leaves like that and that's what I thought fimming was, but maybe I'm a little bit confused with that. Is the fimming part actually going just a little bit deeper into that one spot and nipping that off?
Yeah, pretty much. It's that little like God, I don't want to call it a bud, but if you think of like a rosebud or a, you know,
Yeah,
you see
it's
like
the-
on the orange tree, you see the flowers start to like create the orange or whatever. I'll pick it right there, about 80% of that off. So it's pretty, it's less severe, I guess, than a topping, but it's a lot more effective in the fact that that's where all your leaf structure is going to come from, and that structure turns into actual branching.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna go deeper into the FIM and give that a little bit more of a try. I think I would like to give that more of an experiment.
I've noticed that it will slow you down. Now here's the thing is I tend to be very patient, I guess, and I'll go 60, 80, 90, sometimes 100 days before flip, but that time allows me to completely get the most potential that I can in size, in a confined space.
As far as getting the amount of heads you want on it, the tops you want and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because when you're stuck in a smaller space, you're kind of limited on what you can do. You got height regulations, you got all that. But if you can kind of trim it and keep it a little shorter and more, I guess, flimsy.
Bonsai?
Kind of what happens. More bonsai, sort of, yeah.
Yeah. More kind of controlling it a little bit more so.
Right.
Than allowing it to just do what it wants to. Right.
And it comes out to where you can train it a little better.
Okay.
Because now you got this big, thick main stalk that's supporting, a lot of the weight from the branching itself. But then those branches, when they pop out a little thinner, you can train them and weave them in and out of your trellis if need be. So you can grow to your space and maximize it if you do it correctly.
Okay. That makes sense. I like that. So Yucca 420, have you ever done fimming?
Done what? Fimming?
Have you ever fimming? Yeah. Like what SoCal Weed Nerds was talking about. No? Sounds interesting, right?
You know what that stands for, right?
Fuck, I missed.
What?
Fimming.
What's it stand for?
F-I-M. Fuck, I missed.
Fuck, I missed.
Yep.
So the story behind that is the person that found that technique. It was an accident. They went to top and they didn't top enough, and they, oh fuck, I missed, and they left it. And that's how they discovered the reactions of what happens when you do that. So it stuck.
Oh man, I like that. That's cool. Did not realize that.
Now I do that outdoor as well, and I'll start that. Certain people only top once or not at all. Well, I'm a firm believer in the more topping you do, the more tops you have. Because now you got all these different branches, So I'll fim from my very first top, straight into the, they'll be 6-8 inches tall and I'll top. They got 4 nodes. I'm topping that son of a bitch. But I'll fim it, and then I'll start fimming all the sites from the fim. And pretty soon you got a goddamn monster in your hands, and you're pissed off at yourself for doing it, because now how do I get in there to water it and take care of it? It's just too much.
It's too gnarly.
It's too gnarly, exactly.
Yeah. It's got so much activity going on inside there, you can't even reach in. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's I haven't done that for a minute. When I first started, I went crazy, and I actually got a plant that had 64 tops on it.
Oh, cow.
Yeah, and that I can see that happening very easily. Because I'll get carried away. I'll go in there like every other week. I'm like, oh, new growth, and film it.
Yeah,
And then a week
that's
later,
kind
I'll
of
be
what
like,
I was
oh, that's
doing.
growing again too, and I'll film it. The next thing you know, I'm like, well, shit, I'm 60 days in here, and I'm still freaking letting this thing grow out and film, 70, 80, 90 spots. And then you're fucked because now you're out of space. So it's definitely
Yeah.
one it's well worth doing, but you got to kind of keep yourself in check when you do it because it almost gets addictive and you'll go overboard and pretty soon you run out of room.
I can see how that would happen too.
If it's good bud though, I mean, it'd be worth it. If it's good smoking, you're smoking it all day long.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. It's just a matter of your personal style of how patient can you be. Are you willing to take that extra, months, sometimes 2 to 3 months in veg to let all those sites mature before you flip?
Or here's another variable. Do you have enough weed to sustain you until you get done playing with that?
Well, yeah, because you're doing it on a regular basis. You're constantly having huge yield.
Yeah.
What if you veg it for 3 months and then toss it outside?
Veg it 3 months and what?
And then put it outside, he said.
Just let it do its thing. Yeah,
that's what I've done with these out here.
Yeah.
That little one that's already flowering, that's the Holland Toe, and it's supposed to be really good for shitty environments where you got a lot of moisture, a lot of morning dew. It's really pest and mold and fungus resistant, according to the creator. But the one next to that is the Eagle Cut of Kude. And I took that outside as it was about, probably 14 inches tall when I brought that out. And popped it in the garden bed there, expecting it to flower right away. And I just, for some reason, loved that light that it was getting from the sun and decided to keep vegging. And I figured if it was going to keep going without flowering, I'm just going to keep filming it. And now I'm trying to hide it behind the kennel. So I kind of went overboard, and now I'm trying to play catch up with other stuff around it so that it's not sticking out like a sore thumb 4 feet wide,
Do you have neighbors right on top of you there?
No, but I have Uber Eats and Amazon delivery and a rather short fence. So you can look over my fence and see in.
I see what you're saying. That was a good hit. I just
see, that's another beauty of filming is you can control your height. So if you're outdoor and you film like a madman, you can keep that thing 2.5, 3 feet tall, but it's going to be 5, 6, 8, 9 feet wide. So you can spread it out over a bigger area rather than going vertical and basically putting up a flagpole saying, "Here I am." You can hide a 8-foot wide plant behind a 6-foot tall plant, whereas you can't hide a 8-foot tall plant behind that 6-foot fence. So it really helps me in that aspect.
Oh shit, dead airs.
My dogs are barking.
Yeah. I'm getting sleepies. It's in your own joints.
Man, my internet's being a piece of shit tonight. Keeps fading in and out. I think Johnny's meteors are trying to take me out.
I think it's
They're not mine.
I'm feeling that too.
They're not mine, dang it. I didn't bring him in here. Yeah, but I think they are a force. We're supposed to be going through some sort of a field at this moment. That's why SoCal Weed Nerd the other night was able to lie up underneath the tree or whatever and see all those asteroids shooting by. We got a lot of that crap going on right now.
Yeah, it's
And I just
the Perseids or something. I don't know how to pronounce it.
yeah, something like that. And I just don't understand how we got 7,000 satellites up there, and those darn things are missing them. You know, pretty amazing.
Yeah, they don't see shit coming. Close shit too. You know how much stuff actually flies by us that we don't even get told about?
Until after it's gone by. Yep. It's like, oh yeah, we had an Empire State Building fly by, you know, between the moon and the Earth. Don't worry, it missed us. Huh. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming.
There's actually something about like Jupiter and Saturn and their rotation that protect us from a lot of that, though. There's, like,
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
The mass that it is, like it's, I don't know, Jupiter's so large or whatever. It's like, you know, they're gas giants, I guess, but they're like, they collect shit.
Just think of the design of that, though. You know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing stuff.
Like, the fine tuning of it all.
So Red Pill, talk to us. What are you up to, brother?
I got nothing good tonight.
You got nothing good?
No.
Well,
Give us that. Shit.
I just came here for the body warmth.
oh, you got that.
Oh, did you just come to cuddle?
Yeah.
Just came to cuddle.
That's so sweet.
It's too funny, guys.
Hey, crickets. He came for the crickets. So, yeah, he came for the crickets.
Crickets you want, crickets you got.
Well, I got a
goddamn freaking dog army over there.
my canal breath in the other room is starting to put off some really nice smells, and it's still got a good 3 weeks, I would say, before it's finished, or where it should be in that area.
Yeah.
And it's and it's nice when I go into the room and I'm watering and I brush up against it and it just blows the room up with this sweet, savory smell. But it's starting to actually get a little bit of funk coming out of it now. I like how they go through progressive changes where they change their terpenes as they're growing.
It puts the canal breath in root canal breath.
Right? That'd be a nasty smell.
Birth canal?
No, root canal breath. You said.
Like,
birth canal would be pleasant smelling.
Go with birth canal on that one. Fuck yeah.
Not always, man. You ever been to that?
as somebody that's witnessed a birth, in progress. Man. I don't know if that's
Well, I'll say past the placenta.
Yeah, past the placenta. Yeah. Well, my doctor, when my baby was born, he held my baby right up over my head, and the some of the juices from the placenta dripped on me.
Mm.
Yeah, that
How
was
did that make you
that
feel, Johnny? How did that make you feel?
I was like christened. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
considered a good luck in 73 countries. Just so you know.
is that right? Okay. Well, it was kind of
Can't wait to
gross.
see it
Let me
more.
just put it that way. Yeah. But it was rather cool because I got to see my boy when he was still attached. You know.
Red Pill says right above the placenta is where you'll find the new car smell.
Is
No,
that right, Red Pill?
it goes fresh pack of Pokemon cards, placenta, then new car smell.
I had no idea. This is an enlightened conversation.
You know it's bad when you get that Vans, the new Vans slip-ons kind of smell.
Which one? Like Pokemon cards or placenta?
No, you ever bought a pair of Vans and they kind of like for the first week really fucking stink?
No, my Vans stink now. They're fresh when I got them.
Nobody's eating placenta here.
No.
I don't do seafood, man.
That was a good one.
It's like being a carnivore, ain't it? Like, or a cannibal or whatever. Right?
Somebody eat that shit.
It's like eating humans, man. It's fucking cannibalism.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you ask, hey, Red Pill, what are you doing over there?
Hey, Red Pill. Thanks.
I like it though. That's why it's like, oh shit, he asked him some questions. I got to be ready.
Throw you under the bus. Nah, I'm gonna throw you under the bus.
I don't know if I'll take the bus over the dripping baby.
Well, it was rather that was rather exciting. My doctor was he was kind of a kooky character, or should I say my baby's doctor, because he wasn't my doctor.
If he dripped it on him and on his face, yeah, that was kind of goofy too.
No, he didn't.
He's like,
he
this
didn't
is
do
what
that.
I live for. I get up in the
Yeah.
morning for this.
The smell of napalm in the morning.
You just happen to get a sharing. He's like, here, you try it too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was rather strange. The whole operation happened so suddenly. It was kind of an emergency C-section. And when they opened her up, the doctor goes like this. He grabs his thing and he goes like this, and he says, "Oh, look at that thing." He throws that up on her chest and he goes, "That's a tumor." And I said, "Holy shit, this damn thing was the size of a baseball." You know? And he says, "I'll get rid of that for you while we got you open," he says.
Like it's a fucking game of Operation or some shit. Like
Totally. And he was throwing, this is this organ and this is this organ, and he was throwing it up on her chest, you know, up and out the way. And you know, I just went, holy cow.
They basically gut him. The baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it is just well, if you have never been that road, it was an exciting kind of eye-opening kind of road. And then when he hung my baby up over my head to drip on me, was kind of like,
he made it rain.
He made it rain. Yes, he did. It's too bad they didn't have a picture and a video of that. That I'm sure my face would have been just a little bit crazy.
Dripping Babies. Dude, that sounds like a new band.
Sounds like why somebody got arrested.
Match the crime to the instrument of.
What's up, Bingus? How you doing, man?
Cheers.
Yes, welcome, Bingus.
Hey guys, I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. Hi.
You slipped right into the placenta conversation.
I slipped in the back.
Emphasis on flip.
You leave the back door open, and Red Pill was there holding it for me, going. So I popped
my
in.
fingers.
Okay. Welcome in, Bingus. Welcome.
I didn't mean to oust you like that, Red Pill, but thanks for leaving the door open. I appreciate it, bro. No, good to see you.
We're over here talking about the dripping placenta while Bingus is sliding in the back door.
Yeah.
Hey, it was my cue. It was my cue.
And how was that joke again?
Like,
How was that joke from the other night there, Bingus? That was
Which one?
you get poked your nose through your hand or something like
Oh
that?
yeah. Inside of me, of course.
And that's funny because I'm thinking all the baby talk. You get handed the baby and it looks like Bingus.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what she
Oh,
said.
man.
I like it. It's cool.
You can't ask the chef to put that one back and cook it a little more for you either.
All right, it's over. You get what you get.
Fish out of water. Fish out of water.
Can't be picky, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy? Good to see you up here. You finally got the Zoom thing dialed in. Good for you. Takes a minute.
Good to see you guys.
Takes a minute to get it all dialed in. Chat room's very active tonight. Learning a lot of new things.
That was 3 days of growth right there. That little popcorn buzz started. I only started flipping it 3 days ago.
Nice.
Fucking fast.
Like a coin purse. That's right, Twisted. Yeah. Partial serving pork. Okay.
So Bingus, I saw you tried your hand at the filming thing for the first time.
I'm femming. I'm gonna wait a few days. I'm gonna take another picture and put it up. And I'm gonna do that every few days and just put it up on Instagram and see what happens.
Now it looks like you leaf stripped the living hell out of that too, right?
I did, but that's typical. I do that quite frequently, especially with that strain. But I made sure to only go 80%. Is that leaf stripping not allowed, or is it?
No, to each of their own, you know. I just
I see
I noticed
people.
that it looked like a big giant stick.
It is, but
Yeah,
I guarantee you, in a week it'll be. And that's why I constantly leaf strip. I do it. It's something I picked up when I worked at the hemp farm. Is just the hormone production is really increased, and I don't have a specific day, and especially in bud when I do it, I go in there every day, and I look for leaves that need to be removed, and I take them out, and I get better penetration. Also, a very good comment by GMO about too much light, especially if you don't have the CO2 to back it up. I've noticed that. And the fact that I have a variety in my garden and I have them on carts, I can keep them at different levels, but I have the lights very high. And the plant, each strain pretty much kind of tells me where it wants to be, you know, as far as how much light. In the veg, I turn mine way down. And I get better leaf growth, better, like when I prune it, they come out better. and I don't get that, that droopiness, that clawing. A lot of people think they have a nutrient deficiency and they got too much light hitting your leaves. But I don't usually talk about that too much because it's such a controversial subject. Now, is there need for intense light? Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, especially if you are in the later stages, and you want crystal production. I've noticed that if you raise the plant up or lower the light down, it does help. And then also, I don't water. I think the last week or so, instead of it in the darkness, I've tried that and I haven't seen a lot of results, but I do notice when I let them sit for a while without water, that foliage will shrink back and it will reveal more of the trichrome crystals. But again, to each his own. I mean, I think the main thing is that each one of us is growing. That's the number one thing. But again, I learned a lot in the chat room, especially today when I was actually in the chat room. So thank you, chat. Much appreciated. And panel.
It's fun to hang out in the chat.
It is. I mean,
it is.
Get too much of the same face up here all the time. And it's old too. I don't know. I should say that, I guess.
Fun. I don't know. I like this way better. It's almost like I can talk to almost each one of you guys one-on-one. I can ask you guys each one a question, and
that's a benefit, I guess, right? Yeah, I don't get tired of seeing you guys. There's just not a lot of, like, some nights there's just not a lot, like Redfield's just holding the door open. That's fine. You know what I mean? And sometimes you don't have a lot to say or contribute, or we have a full panel tonight and everybody has their say, which is, again, a great format of just being able to in and say, hey, what's happening, everybody?
I didn't really hold the door open. I just forgot to lock it.
Well, you know me, man. I'm checking every door that's not locked. And God, I think there was a song about that. Trailers for sale or rent, rooms to rent.
I thought I Jim Morrison, Backdoor Man.
I'll buy that. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in defending SoCal. One thing I did notice is I femmed it and fucking crickets started going off in my room like crazy. Now, is that like
immediately? Like it comes with the film.
You didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, what happened once you film, it just automatically produces this cricket army. And I don't know where they come from or how they get there, but god damn, man, they take over in a freaking heartbeat. Am I wrong, Green Fingers?
The one of the fastest growing things in the world. I swear to God. In 3 days, they're babies floating in water, and you're like, they're the fucking cutest things. Oh, fucking, and they're fucking adorable when they're so small. Like they don't even fit on the pin tip. You're like, look how cute that is. Like a skeleton of one. It's like how cool. Like it looks like a fucking beautiful little fucking baby anything, and then it grows up and it's fucking disgusting and big, and there's thousands of them over a day.
Sooner or later they're sneaking out of the house with a change jar.
Yeah, they're taking your fucking your food when you turn around, taking your last bite of fucking pizza. They're like, what the fuck? The dogs aren't even taking my shit. The crickets are.
Last bite of pizza? You mean shit?
You find like 4 of them on there. You're gonna eat it after you find 4 crickets in there. I know I'm not. So, well, I might sometimes. But
I used to bait my hook. I used to bait my hook with them when I was fishing and stuff. They were really good for that.
Yeah, that my nephew buys them for his lizard. I'm like, what the fuck? Just come to my house and you can have them all for free.
You got to get those desiccated ones that are pre-sprinkled in vitamins.
Oh,
freeze dried,
chocolate coated.
Chocolate covered. Like I should sell them, huh?
No, they got for the geckos, they got like the moon rocks of crickets. They're like freeze dried and they're sprinkled in gecko vitamins.
I should make
See,
moon rocks.
I can just envision a gecko sitting back on a rock with a bong. Moon rock.
Smoking the cricket.
Indicata de Vita playing.
Packing some cricket.
The hell with feeding them to your gecko. Let your gecko run around the house. It's really easy to clean up the shit. They shit on the walls. So you can't miss it.
So,
Oh, that's terrible.
But I have no bugs in my house, no spiders, nothing because of the geckos.
at least you got a lot of shit on your wall, so that's, you know. It's all right.
Eh,
I have geckos in the
It's a
garage.
give and a take, no
That's
matter
right.
where you're at.
That's right.
You know, I get to come back to Michigan and grow plants, but I also have to go buy a snowblower.
Yeah, a little change in atmosphere there, eh?
Yeah, like Green 13 was saying, it's hot as shit out here, man. And I've been actually enjoying the past few days because I've actually been cooler here in Thailand than you guys have been back in the United States.
We cooled down today in Oregon, thank God. Next few days are
Good.
supposed to be cooler. But yeah, man, I've been having issues. I just basically quit cloning until the weather starts getting better, or more normal. Oregon, was it me? They're telling me that it's not. Next summer's going to be hotter. I'm like, oh fuck. All right.
Yeah, it's the new normal. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll adapt somehow.
You know, I heard that they're talking about the Cascadian seduction zone lately a lot. And they're talking there's like an 80% chance of it releasing here soon.
We're gonna have beachfront property in Arizona.
And if that happens, they're talking 150-foot wave.
Yeah. I've been hearing
all
that
along
for
the
quite a
Oregon coast.
I've been hearing
And
that
that
for quite
means
some time.
that the Columbia River would flow the opposite direction.
Probably, yeah. The where I live, I've sketched it out, but it's lowlands and it's right after you get over the coastal mountains. So I'd basically have a, you know, coast.
You'd have a lake?
Well, coastfront property.
Right.
You know, so I'm just kind of banking on that. You know, I don't know. Who knows when all that's going to happen? Will it happen? Yeah, I think it will, man. I mean, it's not if, it's when. It's kind of like Spider-Man. It's not if, it's when.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's why I live on top of a mountain, because when that happens, I'll just have my own island after that.
I'm below sea level, so I'm fucked.
You got a lifeboat in the back of your truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make an inflatable raft or something.
Yeah,
I'll just use the dogs to float. They'll doggy paddle my ass anywhere. Fucking
Marsh.
Go get all your perlite and stuff it in bags as fast as you can.
There you go.
Shit gets soggy and sinks, though. You got to watch it. I don't know. That would be interesting if something like that happened. That would definitely change the complexion of the United States, wouldn't it?
As a
Might be
matter of
good
fact,
thing.
they're talking that this fire that is going on all across the world, we got different fires all over the place. The accumulation of all this smoke that is flowing out there is getting up into the upper atmosphere. And it's above the higher clouds. And it might actually cause a global cooling if it gets worse. There's something else to think about too, because if you got smoke that's blocking the sun rays from getting down to the earth, you're going to have a little harsher winters, I would expect.
So we're going to warm up or we're going to cool down? Who knows?
I think it's going to be a combination of both, extreme on both ends.
It heats up in that case, actually. For some reason.
I'm
I saw some
guessing
shit on that about Africa doing that.
since the South Pole or the Antarctica is melting, I'm thinking we're heating up. And since Oregon hasn't seen, back when I was a kid, eons ago, we used to have 6-foot drifts in the winter. And now we get a sprinkling, if we're lucky, of snow. So over time, things have definitely changed. And now we're getting these 110-degree summer weather. Wow. That's kind of unheard of for up here. So something's adrift.
Very unheard of.
Well, it's like that volcano in South Africa caused it to snow there after 2 months because it blocked out the sun from hitting the earth over there, that it made it so cold that it started to snow. So like it cools down in certain situations, and then in other situations it will heat up and everything. So like it made it snow because the volcano blocked out the sun and made the temperatures fucking switch up in the middle of the summer. Like what the fuck?
I mean, we may start seeing dinosaurs. I mean, they may come out after California drops off into the ocean, and they might open all the caverns and they'll just crawl out. We're free. Fuck, let's take over again. You know,
free food.
I said that in my video.
I've been dreaming about this day. Smorgasbord. What was that, Yucca?
That's that thing. T-Rex running down the street. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Grabbing a head here, a head there. This is like popcorn.
you got a weird one there going.
I don't know. I don't know
Just
if
like
I'd be afraid
chicken.
of a T-Rex running on the street. You know, you just kick him in the nuts. As long as he can reach out and grab you.
Gee, that would definitely put a twist in things.
Tastes like chicken.
Hell yeah. We'll be eating them. Shit, we'll be jumping them and eating them.
Send them all to South Central LA. They'll just get shot and be done with it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, Bingus, if Antarctica's thawing out, we might as well move down there and migrate to Antarctica and hang out with the people down there.
The aliens? Yeah. Why not? Let's hang out with the guys that probably really know what's going on. There's so much change going on in the world right now. It's kind of unnerving, to be honest. It's exhausting. Fuck, if you want to be honest about it, it's like, okay, what's up today? You know, like what's
Every
the
day
new
there's
bullshit?
Yeah, every day something new. Exactly.
I just seen something about Siberia was burning, and like Russia has so many wildfires right now that their land burning accounts for more than all the other total fires going on around the world.
Oh, fuck.
Exactly. Yep.
Huh.
As a matter of fact, they got some brand new fires in the peaks of California, Northern California, that look like they just started up here on their own. Just started.
And they were saying like the biggest problem is getting out to them fires too. You know, like California is same thing. You know, Northern California, but yeah, it's pretty crazy to think. You know, like no
Matter of fact,
out there to where you got to be.
There was a report. There was a report that I heard that there was actually, what was it? He's a one of those teachers, a professor was doing some teaching at different places, and everywhere he went, there was a fire when he left. And he started fires at
I
different
think we
places.
know the culprit.
Still in prison.
You know, kids burning their schoolwork.
I don't mean to get all like controversial, but how many of you guys, or how much do you guys think this is always the same thing every year? Or do you guys think it's actually getting worse?
They don't get funded if they don't have a fire to fucking fight. So they need something to fight. So they go light a fire, then they get their money from the government every year.
What was the question again?
The question is, how much of this do you think is the
False
same
flags.
thing every year, or do you think it's actually getting worse?
I think it's getting worse.
Like there's hurricanes every year, there's forest fires every year. Every year there's new record high temperatures set, there's new record low temperatures set.
Are we taking in the ground minimum or maximum that we might be in right now too, though? Because I'm not like putting that in the. I'm just talking.
Well, that's a factor. It's
It is
definitely a factor.
But which one are we in? A minimum or a maximum?
Okay, they're two. Now, see, now we're getting to the truth. We don't fucking know, do we?
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. And so it keeps us confused and in fear at the same time. What's the impending danger today? And is it really real? And can you verify it? Well, the talking head said it was the talking head's propaganda indoctrinating voice that I hear every 30 seconds on my radio, TV, and computer told me it's true.
I mean,
I saw it on the internet. It is true.
A lot of this is like built on a guilty conscience. Like if we don't admit these things are going on, that means we're like guilty and we're the ones responsible for it.
Shame on you.
Well, to change it.
Be afraid. What's wrong with you? Be afraid.
Well, that's all to feed into one of the biggest, I would say, goals that the New World Order has, and it's to limit
COVID.
Yes.
So yeah, you know, the world's getting hot, forest fires and global warming and this and that, and it's all our fault. It's me and yours and our moms and our dads and our babies and our grandbabies. It's all our fault.
It's carbon-based fault.
I lived off grid for freaking that whole time, so screw off.
You're not being grouped into that shit, huh?
I was by myself. I did
You got a low carbon footprint.
But I did waste a lot of propane.
Well, you know, at least it was propane. Butane is a bastard gas.
I used a lot of that too, but just to refill my lighters.
And there's other human beings, Red, Bill, like in the Brazilian rainforest that have no idea what we're talking about. And it's just another day for them and their foraging and making their shelters and making babies and having fun and probably not having fun. I don't think they're really connected to the internet and to the system of control that the other human slaves are. I actually think they live more of a free existence on their own terms because they don't have to pay to actually live. I mean,
Unless there's a neighboring tribe that wants to come in and steal all of their goods that they just got done working hard for.
You're taking my weed. That's all I work for, so.
I guess there is warring.
Yes,
territorial.
There's factional warring in every tribal society.
But that's more of a survival thing than it is.
If you don't trade wives, I mean, take wives from each other.
I know a lot of people kind of like say fuck sports today, but a lot of them, the reason why that was invented was to give us the pastime instead of actually like going off to kill each other because we hate people across the other half of the planet. We're supposed to have all that simulated in the form of, you know, sports and competitive games and football and all this and that.
Dance.
That's where we're supposed to get our outlet for that, not shooting people with drones and that kind of thing.
That's a fact. That's actually kind of one of the reasons why we've always had the Olympics, because it brought the whole world together.
So we're supposed to dance against each other.
That's a pretty deep subject right there. But yeah, because you're dealing with human gathering type human beings, right? Or human gathering, hunter gatherer type human beings, and tribal, right? And competitive, because food sources sometimes are competitive, makes you competitive. So to make the human more docile and to make him more controllable, you have to satisfy those urges somehow. And I think that's where the gladiators and I think the Romans kind of put a notch in their belt on that one, you know. And of course, today we have football, we have our own little modern day gladiators. But that's all melting away as well, I've noticed too, because the fragmentation is now stay by yourself and just watch it on your computer or on your phone. Don't gather, don't mix together. I mean, that's really anti-human. If you just look at history, just recent history, I mean, we're tribal beings, I mean, for the most part. Look at a catastrophe on TV, like a hurricane or something. You'll see humans come together of all races and creeds and colors, and they just start throwing sandbags together and start like little fucking ants just coming together in a way to survive, right? And they're just trying to separate all that, whoever you want to put, you know, whatever verb or adjective you want to use for they. I really don't know. I mean, I've been searching and trying to find answers for a good 16 years now, to be honest. And all I end up with is a whole lot more questions.
It's an enigma.
It's kind of designed that way.
The answer is logos.
Crystals.
Question wrapped in a question wrapped. Did somebody say Tao?
The answer's Tao. The Antwood. That's the answer.
Yeah, don't leave the Anunnaki out. You know, that's, you know, Tao's relative.
Anunnaki. Yeah, they're
Anunnaki.
That's quite a study.
Yes.
But there's, believe it or not, there's history before that, but try to find it. It's very difficult. So
Well, that's why they burned up the libraries of Alexandria.
That's another story that if you research it, there was a lot of political shit going on, kind of like today, back then, right? Where victors kind of dictated what the narrative would be. And if there's too much information that they don't want you to know, for example, let's say they'll use some kind of faction to wipe it out, but really they just steal it and hide it because they know that there's some shit there that needs to be preserved. I've heard several people indicate that the basement of the Vatican has a lot of the Alexandria library information. So you can't really believe, at least it's been my experience so far, you can't really believe what we're being taught in the public indoctrination system called public schools, even private schools.
So true. That is so true, Vegas. We really don't know what the history is because the victor writes the history.
But the Library of Alexandria was a collection of writings from all around the world.
Yes.
So there would be copies. They weren't originals. Those were made copies of. So like to say that the Vatican has it, there's probably other places in the world that have some of the writings too, because those were you know what I mean? The ones that were burned were the copies of, is what I'm getting at. None of them were the original.
That would be a good plan, of deception, I guess you could say.
You know how hard it is to keep a book good? Like all my books are fucking ruined.
Sadly enough, that wasn't a one-time event. I mean, at one point, that was standard practice for
Yes.
the victor to come in and burn the libraries because they didn't want the people to be empowered by the knowledge, which a lot of shit got lost like that. You would think you would take the knowledge with you, you know what I mean? Here, you just can't have it, but to burn it, I don't know. It seems silly. I can't imagine how much shit was lost from just ignorant pillaging of cities. I don't know.
Welcome to the Dark Ages. That's how that got started.
That's how that got started.
Yeah.
Well, here in
Well, look at
Thailand, the invading countries from the north came in, and the Buddhas and things like that, they would just come in and take off the face, or they'd cut them off right at the head. There's quite a few older cities here in Thailand that are that way, going all the way back. It's erase that history, rewrite it. We own it now.
A lot of Egyptian statues and stuff like that, walls, all that stuff was wiped clean. A lot of it, took the face off. A lot of stuff, cut heads off.
The Sumerian
Topple
stuff.
statues. Yeah.
All the stuff that fucking what's his name had inside his palace. What the fuck that guy's name? He's dead now.
Saddam.
Yeah, he had all kinds of all the fucking monuments and shit inside of his palaces from the fucking
Sumerians.
What's that one guy?
Sumerian, he had a lot of, Gilgamesh, Sumerian.
Gilgamesh's shit. Like they found Gilgamesh's fucking like body. They said like a month ago on something. I didn't watch.
Yeah, they did.
I was like, that's crazy. That's my favorite book, like Epic of Gilgamesh. Just to fucking listen to that motherfucker. That's crazy shit. When you're high, guys, go listen to that motherfucker.
Cheers, guys.
Epic of Gilgamesh.
Is it time? Yes, it is. Right on, Yucca, keeping us honest. Cheers, everybody. Happy 420.
Cheers.
I had to wait for the fucking ad to get over. Cheers, everybody. We were driving down the road today and he threw this at us. We played this as we were, heading down the road, stopped at a few lights and shit. I was laughing my ass off. Let's not enjoy it so much. But she was like, I didn't never realize this song was this long. Like, it's 2 minutes and 47 seconds. She acted like it was like a 10-minute fucking Pink Floyd song. Sounds better in the car. Super loud.
Yeah, it's a little loud. We couldn't really hear you when you were talking there.
Didn't hear the commentary.
I heard it.
You didn't miss much.
I heard
Okay.
it.
I'm half deaf.
It's probably because I was choking and coughing and couldn't hear you over it.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it very well. It barely hear it. I thought it was just me.
Yeah.
Old supersonic ears red pill heard it.
Ah,
Father and
well,
daughter
you know,
driving down the road.
you
Dad plays
you
dab.
got them young
daughter
ears.
is embarrassed.
Thought maybe I was going a little bit.
So I mixed up about 6 different buds tonight to smoke off of.
Did you grind them all into one?
Yep.
Boom.
Kicked my butt.
Which ones did you grind up?
Well, I had some berry haze, some of my crazy hazy, Amy Aces, and there was some, what was this one here? Jelly Bean, Gondog Mimosa, and I think that was what I put in it. So that mixture. Strong. Hit me like a brick upside my head.
I was going to say, that sounds like a tasty brick to the face.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it was multiple different highs coming at me at one time.
Well, that's a good thing.
Rather nice. Yes, rather nice.
So definitely not what.
So Green 13. Oh. Go ahead, Yucca. What'd you say?
Not something that you'd want to do for a wake and bake?
Probably not. Yeah, that might not be a good thing. I'd probably end up laying back down and going back to sleep. Because I've noticed after every one of the hits, my eyes get heavier and heavier. So yeah, definitely. So what you working on over there, Eagle?
I'm German.
Trimming? Nice.
I thought he was over there defoliating using the helicopter method.
Painful.
What's the helicopter method? I don't know that one.
You don't know. That might have last words here. You don't know helicopter. I'm trying to think of who best describes the helicopter. There's
I've never heard of that one.
Well, I guess for
What is the
lack of better
helicopter method?
description, I guess I'm not too shy to say it. I guess that's basically when you swing your cock around in a circle is basically the helicopter. Now to be defoliating through your garden like that would probably be painful and sticky.
The goose is loose.
Right?
Okay, good. I got it.
I tried to dance around it, but there was just no other way.
There was no way around it. That's good.
With condom or without?
It would probably be better with.
Plants or
not. Wise, definitely wise to glove up, I would think.
Oh,
that's your
man.
mascot.
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm gonna pop out, man. I'm falling out here. I was up early today. So,
Sleep well, Smiley.
yeah,
Good to see
man.
you, buddy.
It's always cool hanging out. Good to see you guys. Thanks, Eagle.
Thank you.
Peace, Smiley.
Later, Smiley.
Good seeing you, Smiley.
Bye.
Have a good
Garden
night.
looks awesome, brother.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night soon. Hope to catch you guys again.
All
Yeah,
right,
see
my
ya,
friend.
yeah.
It was good having you on here.
Yep, thank you. It's
Yucca.
good being
Have a good night,
Glad
guys.
we got that figured out.
right. Now I know what to do next time.
Yeah, right on.
Peace
But
out, guys.
I'm going to follow the trend, guys. I'm going to follow the trend. Good night, my friends.
Yeah.
Good night.
Peace,
Good night,
Bingus.
We're melting. We're melting.
Well placed, Renfro.
I'm waiting for the flying monkeys to come flying through the door.
What'd
What are
you
you
guys
talking about,
think of
the-
that
the thumbs doing
skeleton
something?
that I just showed a little bit ago?
I'm not sure if I remember seeing that one.
I was rolling a joint
Oh.
at the time.
Yeah, I don't think I saw it either.
Oh boy.
Okay. No.
Oh, better luck next time.
No, now I have to
Dang it.
rewatch the episode.
Another good reason to
Yeah.
watch the show again.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, yeah, you can't have everybody's screen on at one time because it only gives you 4. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, you used to be able to, but that was back in the hangout days.
hanging out days.
We could if we're on that little if we put us all at a table, if we're all at the table. Just
Yeah.
all of our little faces together at the table, at the conference table. That's the only other way we could all be on the screen at the same time.
And I
Well, I
greatly
think-
appreciate this opportunity, Eagle. I'm happy that I could share, and to chat and everybody out there that, this is why I came to Thailand. That beautiful blue sky up there is almost every day that, it's not raining. So maybe a 50-50 chance. But I greatly appreciate this opportunity, and thank you for the opportunity of coming on here and enjoying smoke sessions with you guys. It's been fabulous. The other day I just sat out and chat and tried to say hi to everybody because when I'm on here, I don't have that access. But, I appreciate everybody out there in chat. You make this show rock, man. You and Eagle and everybody on the panel and the guests. It's a wonderful time. And it's helped me through some tough times here in Thailand for sure. And I greatly appreciate it. And I'm glad I could share you a little bit of my paradise or what I think of paradise.
Appreciate that. And when you coming back stateside?
I leave Monday morning, so I arrive in Cleveland Monday night.
So
So
you
I
got
should
another
be
week
at
left over there yet.
well, I have to fly to Bangkok for a doctor's appointment because of my knee, because of that getting hit by the drunk driver on the bike and the reconstruction of the knee. So I have to go see the doctor before I leave, and I'm talking to the head pain management doctor about possibly just burning out the sciatic nerves on Sunday. So when I get on the plane, I don't have that pain, hopefully. But that's a big if.
No, that'd be. Yeah.
But it's nice here in Thailand because if you need a surgery like that, they'll do it. Back in Ohio, fighting with BWC, they didn't want to touch my back one bit. But here, and it's not that expensive. So
Works out good that way. So you don't even need to have a specialist to direct you to another doctor. You just go have it done.
I have it done. I was lucky when I came to Thailand. The second time I had my gallbladder removed. I had a really bad inflammation of it, and it finally had to come out. And I was really comfortable when I sat down and the doctor asked me, and I said, well, I smoke cannabis. And he goes, well, you know, I'm a Harvard graduate, and I spent many hours with Dr. Greenspoon. And, you know, we sat there and talked about Dr. Greenspoon for 2 hours. And you can't even tell that he did any surgery. And for my knee, it was the head of orthopedics that did it. And that bill now with 2 years of medical is just hit $20,000.
Wow.
But it's a slow recovery process because they cut part of my hamstring. And they said, well, it's about 12 months. Well, it's 12 months to start building strength again in that knee and that leg because they took out a big chunk of your muscle to repair your knee.
Oof.
But you know what? I did hit 135 on the way here on that same bike. I am going to miss that is the fact that, you know, back in the States, the cops are paid to give tickets. Here, you know, if you get pulled over, it's 500 baht. It's, you know, $15, $16 to get out of a speeding ticket. Or they just don't even chase you. So I'm going to really miss that.
Are you gonna bop around before you settle down, or?
I'm going to take, I figured the first 3 months because it takes 3 months for the equity application to be approved or denied in Michigan. And if it gets approved, then, you know, I'll really start narrowing down an area to locate. But I'm going to, I want to take the basically September, October, November, and December and, you know, go around and see people and learn how to do this regenerative gardening because it's all new to me. And if I have the time and the opportunity to go talk to some of these who I consider experts in the field, like going spending some time there with Smiley, definitely, and maybe take a road trip down to Brandon's and you know, get to see that and learn that. But I want to take 3-4 months and you know, learn before I do anything. You know, what is the new way of doing things? What do I see as the most effective for what I want to accomplish? And the only way for me to do that is go out and see people's operations and see how things are working. And I want to meet a lot of craft cannabis people out there.
Most definitely. So I think I remember you saying something about moving around and checking people out and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
if you happen to swing through, if you happen to swing through Vegas, I'll smoke you out.
Cool. Another reason to pop in.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
And I don't take up much room on the couch. I'm like a cat. No, I don't ask
He's
anybody
gonna
for
sleep right on
anything
top
like
of your
that.
chest.
Yeah, my couch is covered. You'd have to sleep on the recliner.
That's okay. I don't ask people for any favors like that, you know, but they're greatly appreciated and greatly taken advantage of because, you know, I'm used to Thailand here. When I was in Chiang Mai, the hotel room that I was staying in was 800 baht a night, which at the time was working out to about 27 US dollars a night. And back in the States, you're paying $60, $70 for what? Motel 8, a Quality Inn.
You know, you're looking at like You're looking at like 85, 90 bucks now for like the cheap shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're lucky, you're gonna be 90. Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll greatly appreciate floor space. We went from couch to recliner to floor space really quick.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
I just finished putting together a little road trip for my wife's birthday, and just in places to stay alone for 1 week, I'm looking at like $1,500. That's like Monday to Friday.
Yeah, not even the weekend.
No, there's a little place we go out here down in the desert, little resort, and it's $500 for a Saturday night, and it's not that nice.
Yeah, I may be finding something like that. It'd be a little bit weird, well, I'm gonna go vacation. Oh, you're gonna go to Florida, you're gonna go down south. No, I'm going to Arizona, I'm going to the desert, someplace like that where it's hot.
Complete change, right?
But I hope to go East Coast to West Coast and take some time and see some music shows and kind of enjoy the things that I missed being here, and that was basically all the good music and all the great venues to go see music in the United States.
Well, all the venues on the West Coast are still closed.
Yeah, we just had Coachella anyway. That was a really, really a big thing that everybody flocked to. Old Cella.
Well, I was talking to Bud Kilowatt about a Warren Haynes festival that Warren Haynes is going to be at there in October in Northern California, and that is still on so far. But I heard everything is getting really bad again, so that can change really quick. Everybody get ready to jump in line.
Yeah. It's funny. I went to the store this morning, walked into Walmart, and the lady, when I walked in, I didn't have my mask on or anything. Had one in my pocket, and she asked me, "Do you need a mask?" And I said, "No, I don't." And I just kept walking. So she didn't chase me down like the guy in Smith's. Because they got people on mask alerts, so they gotta chase you around, make sure you put the mask on.
When they ask me to put on a mask, I always ask them if theirs is defective and doesn't work or something.
That's a good question.
If they have theirs.
Why is your
in Bangkok, they're enforcing the mask, and it's a 25,000 baht fine if they write you the ticket.
Wow.
But as you've seen earlier, I had mine on to walk around here because, it's the law, and, I'm here as a guest, and I want to play by their rules because I want to stay here. I don't want no red marks. So we follow the rules, and, especially when it comes to the motorbike and safety with the helmets.
Do they have social credit scores there as well?
I really don't know how their credit system works here. I know everybody's in debt, especially the police and the police force.
Well, I'm not talking about monetarily. I'm talking about the social credit score.
Oh,
so
yeah.
if you don't
yeah.
act like a responsible citizen like they want you to, they'll not let you do things that you normally would be able to do.
Yeah, and a good instance of that is we were being harassed in Utia, where they actually came in and cut off all the heads and destroyed all the faces of all the statues when I think it was at that time Myanmar, Burma, that came
Oh
down
wow!
and
Right, I remember
invaded.
that.
But I was with a friend, and his girlfriend is very highly educated, and she speaks a little bit different of a Thai. And when she started to speak in that different Thai, the police captain like came to attention. So yeah, there's definitely those different social classes and also the way that they speak.
I was wondering about that. So, I heard that they were having problems with monkeys in Thailand. Are they having
Yeah,
groups of
it's called
monkeys
the
going
government.
crazy? Oh, well,
It's called the
yeah.
government. But no, when I moved to Thailand, I took off the watch off the wrist. I muted a lot of things on the phone, and I stopped watching television. So my television comes on for movies, TV series, and music. I don't watch news because it's depressing, and it's the reason why I moved to Thailand, to get away from all of that. But they're having a lot of protesting here because of the prime minister. And
Well, I wasn't talking about humans. I was
as
talking
far as the
about
monkeys
actual.
goes, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I heard that there was a couple of places in Thailand, some places, I don't know if it was outer skirts or whatever, where the monkeys were literally attacking the people.
Yeah, that I couldn't tell you. I can tell you, though, that a lot of the elephant reserves actually let the elephants walk off
Oh,
because
really?
they can't afford to feed them, because there's
Oh,
no
wow.
tourists to come in and pay $3-5 to wash an elephant and help shovel the shit. But they let a friend of mine work that one, and they said they just opened up the gate and let them walk off because they can't afford to take care of them.
I said, we'll catch you later.
Yeah, it's sad. This country, probably out of the 70 million people, there's probably a good 35-40 million people out of work.
At least that here.
And
Yeah, but
suicide
the ones
rate is
here are getting
about
paid more
20,
than at work.
25 a day.
So true, SoCal. So true. So true. Yeah, the government pays more than the, I guess, the businessman around here. So
Dude, I got a buddy
pays
that's
better.
clearing. I got a buddy clearing $1,000 a week to go fishing every day.
Damn. I love that. That's awesome. I wish I could go fishing every day. Get paid to do it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of over it because I still gotta go to work, and I gotta pay that $1,000 to him.
Right?
In Ohio, they had a lottery, I guess, once a week for 4 weeks, and they paid out $1 million a person who was over the age of 18 and was vaccinated. But my friend works at a frozen food facility, and they have to come in and spend the first 2 hours doing sanitation work on their kettles and everything, because of just what you said. You know, the government's paying people to basically stay home, so why should they go work? They have enough money to pay, you know, maybe their bills, not their rent, but they have food money and they have beer money and whatever.
I seen a
So why
post
go
the
work?
other day, Red Eye posted up. It said, fucking, you give that extra $1,000 to the people who are working and you watch them fucking jobs fill up. That's what needs to be happening right there. Instead of paying the people that are home, you should be rewarding the people that are actually showing up to work and watching
Exactly.
jobs fill up.
The people that still are keeping the engine running.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah,
agree with
she
that.
had
Talking about that earlier today with Big Jar Grows, you know, fucking up here in northern Michigan, man. A fucking my side of the lake, my little small town. There's a tiny fucking. It's a fraction. It's a chain store, but it's fraction of the ones that are in the bigger towns. You go 20-25 minutes north of me to what is the closest thing to a big town. That one there is like 4 times the size. So I have a fraction of a like grocery store, a McDonald's, and a Subway that are all like gas station models. You know what I mean? And they can't keep people working at nothing. That McDonald's, the Subway, or nothing. They're actually pulling back the hours of operation because they can't find people to stay there long enough to keep the fucking doors open. And my grocery store, my little grocery store, that, you know, the only thing that keeps me from having to drive 45 minutes to a fucking hour to get groceries, there's 3 or 4 people running that motherfucker, and them poor people are just stressed the fuck out when you go in there because of fucking working long hours and having to deal with people that are fucking zippy in line and fucking want to talk shit, man. But I'm thankful. Every time I go in there, I look at that poor, stressful, stressed out face, and I'm like, thank you. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. These other motherfuckers behind me might not appreciate you, but me, the small guy that lives here in your town, I appreciate this shit, man. Thank you. Sadly enough, it's, you know, it's getting worse like that too. People will getting to run the small shit.
Well, if you notice, everywhere you go, there's more and more self-checkout. They're getting rid of people altogether.
I hate them self checkouts. I won't even use them, especially in the home improvement stores where I build. You know what I mean? Build people's houses. Them machines ain't got fucking houses. I will not use the machines in a home improvement store.
I love those machines. Those are my favorite. I'll run through those so quick. I help other people at like the grocery store. I'm like typing it up right there. Number 3, 2, 5, 6.
The only benefit of those machines is that once in a while you get like a 3-for-1 deal. You know, you buy 3 steaks, or you know, buy 1 steak, you get 3.
Yeah, I go to the checkout counters. If I'm paying, you know, store prices, last thing I want to do is take someone's job that's actually putting my stuff in a bag for me and handing it to me on my way out. But my friend that I was talking about, her place is 6 days a week now, and anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day is mandatory because they're also renegotiating the contract again and trying to give them an extra $4 an hour when it should be like 8. But that's just to try to get people to come in and work. And hopefully some days she'll be able to go back to 5-day weeks and 8-hour days.
All right, I'll take the camera off right quick just because I want to show this fucking thing. Oh, yeah, I got to get rid of this fucking background. Hold on. Man, I always feel so rude just kind of like butting in and shit. Oh, guys, here. Okay, shut up, Melissa. This is going to be right there. This is probably the smallest one out of the series. This is fucking 4th round on this fucking earth box on the same soil. I could have easily got 2 of these girls in there, but I only threw 1 in. That's the smallest one on that earth box. That earth box in the morning will have another plant in it going its 4th fucking round. 4 rounds on that earth box. So,
nice.
That's all I wanted to say.
I love that.
Up again tomorrow.
Well, and all I wanted to say is I don't mind computers taking those kinds of jobs. There's even one step better. Now they got stores where they got your facial recognition, they got your bank information. Oh, no. You go into the store, you grab whatever you need from the shelf, they charge you for it.
I don't want to be in that situation because when they get to that point, there's no life. They'll be all over you. Everything, every little thing that you do is going to be recorded.
It already is.
And checked.
Already is.
Not so much like you're saying, no. I mean, I don't want to walk into a place.
You can already do it with predictive programming. It knows what you're going to buy. Amazon already knows
too much
things
like
you're going to buy before you're going to buy them.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Because I can't afford to buy anything, so they can't.
Go ask Jeff Bezos. He's paid millions of dollars for those algorithms. You know, he can read your mind.
Yeah. Sure, he probably could.
I don't know, man, because every time I look for everybody, I can't find that shit. I'm looking for something, I can't find it.
That's when they put the ads in the phone that you're looking for.
Yeah, you guys don't even notice it. Those are your phone already has pre-programmed suggested advertisements just for you.
What to buy next or what to look for next. You might not be like buying it from that company, but you'll be like very suggestible to like go look up at that
this
shit.
Is 20-plus-year-old technology that they have.
It's crazy. They tell me what to look for every day. I'm like, what the fuck? How they know that shit? I didn't even say it out loud yet. Like not once.
Well, they don't. That's the thing. They have.
Are they right?
Yes, they have computers that they can read tiny little micro movements in your voice that are connected to parts of your brain that think. So you don't. They can literally read your mind based on tiny little movements in your voice box while you're thinking out loud in your head.
That's funny. I had to tell the computer what I wanted to look for the other day.
Alexa, order tinfoil for a hat.
Yeah.
Alexa right now, their shit just
industrial grade.
Whatever, guys. I'm just gonna crawl right back into my placenta. Never mind me.
It's all warm and cuddly in here.
Are you at the new crowd or you
contacts on my computer? On my computer has no ties, or it doesn't have my Instagram or none of that shit on there. The only thing it has is my email, and then fucking on my phone on Instagram and fucking everything else I've been bombarded with nothing but contact ads for the last 2 weeks. And it wasn't even on a device. I never spoke anything. Separate devices, but on my phones and everything else, just contact ad after contact ad after contact ad. So they are watching, listening, whatever. How they make the association from one account to the other is fucking.
See, I'm not just smoking my placenta.
No, I know they're doing that. I get shit like that on my phone and stuff, but that's not gonna make me buy it.
They showed me some $140 fucking grow lights the other day, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it.
Really?
Because I'm bitching about lights every day. I'm like, I need fucking lights. And they're like, here you go. Look.
What the heck is that thing?
It looks like a dinosaur.
Is that a dinosaur?
Because there's the arms. There's no hands to it at all that I can see on either end. But that's definitely a shoulder blade, and that's definitely a shoulder blade. And then you come up and
look like? What the fuck?
Holy shit, dude! They got my exoskeleton over there.
and that's probably a 45, 50-foot long boat over there. So this thing's pretty big.
Hey. Can't even imagine what kind of a head that thing. It doesn't have a description of what it is or anything, or no kind of
no.
It's just
no description.
Bones we found. That's amazing.
I thought it was pretty cool because there's a couple pictures out there that in that first haul that had the eagle. And the one was an eagle with a mouse in it. So I had to get out of the sun over there too.
Pretty hot. That was amazing. I wonder if there's any way you could find out what kind of a prehistoric animal that was. Because it had quite the skull.
I can ask. Yeah, I can ask on the way out because the person at the gate is actually pretty decent in English. I was quite surprised. But, you know, this is a big tourist attraction. Those are cool with the shells and the seating with the skins on them. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that one over there. Think they got something with hard-ons and fertility?
It's probably what that room's all about.
Probably.
I was thinking that was the chair for the mother-in-law.
It's the longest crickets ever.
Crickets.
I fucking took my backup dry system out, man, the other day. I've been kind of waiting for that second dryer to come, and that thing finally showed up. I happily, I don't know if you ever seen it, the coat hanger thing I had, the double rod with the clothes hangers and the fucking clothespins on them. I think I've showed it a few times, that old drying system. Oh, that motherfucker went right out the door today. I was like, see you later. I'm glad to reclaim this space. So I'm loving the chance of fucking catching up some plants, man. I've been on a trimming spree the last few days. It's kind of nice. I can't lie.
So were you getting behind or what?
Well, it's to the point, Johnny, where the fucking dryers, it spoiled me so much that I've kind of fucking like laxed on my fucking, I don't like to fucking chop and fucking hang anymore. I really don't. And have to go back and dry trim and shit. I fucking, so the dryer lately has been kind of dictating the harvest. You know what I mean? It fucking soon as it hits that, well, there's work to be done. You know what I mean? I actually will like use it, like say if I've got like say 2 plants in there and I've got another one coming down, I actually stack them like in the order. So the older plant will be on the bottom and the newer stuff will be on top. So like say I've got another plant coming down, I'll pull out the bottom couple trays, or usually one at a time as I need it. I'll take that bottom one out and I'll take that dry bud out, and then I'll chop and fucking fill up that next tray, and then I'll put that on top, the wet stuff on top, and just kind of let it re-moisture a little bit. It might slow it down a little bit. It's just like
I was going to ask you about that. I was going to ask you whether it slowed it down, because I did that the other day and it slowed my dry down by, I think by almost a day. And I thought that was kind of, or it added a day to it. Excuse me.
So,
but
DLP
it could have been
keeps
for the
asking.
fact. It could have been for the fact that it was so dang moist out here too in the desert.
That's a good thing for us.
Last couple of weeks,
we're so dry. Like we're super dry, so it's like a good thing. Like I want my.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Yeah.
So DLP's asking. He's asking, I don't put the fucking I don't use the stems in there. I stack everything nice and tight, just like that.
That's nice.
He's asking, so
yeah,
everything
that's how I do
pretty
mine.
much. And I'll even, I fill that shit in. If there's little spaces in there, I'll throw little popcorns in there. I'll pipe that right nice and tight, and then fucking just cap that down. And as like I said, as I'm trimming, I'll take this one out. This one's nice and dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then fucking, I'll take a jar of this and I'll fill that fucking. The next one's right here. I'm getting ready, chop down this girl. That stuff will go right on here, and I just keep working the system. But the system dictates, has been dictating the fucking harvest. And then that other machine pulled up, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm behind now." I got an empty machine. This one was dry. You know what I mean? This one was partly dry, so I had pretty much 2 machines to fill. I was like, fuck. And they were ready. Shit's ready. So I got tons of work. I got fucking tons of work.
It's not that you're behind. Yeah. You got a new machine.
Yeah. Well, the machine, next time I won't be behind. I'll be on schedule, but it's a good thing. It's a
totally understand that. I love that.
It'll make me on time for Clio. There'll be no excuse not to have dry, fresh, smokable, nice herb at Clio. Everything will be all done.
All ready to go. Love it.
There you go. So there you go, DLP. I showed you. All right, I'm going back to trimming. You guys yak it up all you are.
Hey, how's that stuff looking that you have on life support over there?
Huh?
Who?
Eagle. Did you say so, Cal?
The stuff. Yeah, the ones that you have on life support. How's those looking?
Oh, they're in the other room. They're looking all right. I put some fucking Clonex in there, a couple drops of Clonex in there yesterday, and I'm on the fence of if that was a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you. Time will tell. The next day will tell. They were just looking like they wanted to start throwing a little bit of roots, and then I threw that Clonex in there, and now I'm starting to wonder if that didn't just slow it down.
Well, I got more for you if you want it.
Well, that's awesome, brother. Hopefully not, but if they don't work out, I will most definitely take them. 'Cause, I'm looking forward to having that back in the garden. God damn. I just don't want to stick.
All right, well, I'll get those out to you Friday. I got a couple errands I got to run, so I'll get those over to you Friday.
Is that a specific cut that you searched out there, Eagle? That one there?
It's the cuvee.
Yeah, that's that one out of the testers.
So that was a pheno that you chased down.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
So weed nerd, I just want to, hats off to you, brother. That's awesome. Yes, that's awesome, man. You held on to that for him. That's sweet. That's what it's about.
Hey, he was generous enough to pass that to me, and it's the least that I can do to make sure he gets that back.
Well, the fact that you had it for him is a blessing in its own. You know what I mean? So that there was no issues that came along. Yeah, awesome.
I think I'd like to hear a bit about the backstory of it from his words, John.
Yeah,
There's actually a podcast that a guy does. His name's Heavy Days, from Australia, and he did an episode with Sub Cool, and he actually talks about me giving him that cutback after the fire. So.
Oh wow!
He
okay.
Tells the story in his own words of about the cuvee cut.
Man, that's awesome.
It was nice. I had forgotten all about it. It's kind of fucking weird how shit works out, because it was the day I got the cuts from SoCal. Somebody fucking in chat fucking DM'd me and was like, "Are you the same Eagle he's talking about in this episode?" And I was like, "I sure am." And he sent me the link to the interview. I was like, I had forgotten all about this interview. I'd listened to it that day from start to finish, and it was a nice reminder, a nice take back. Yeah, I greatly appreciate it. That guy said
memory lane. Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, as soon as those were delivered to him, to Eagle, and I saw the condition that they showed up in, I immediately dropped what I was doing and went and made more for him. So I want to make sure he gets those back.
That's awesome. That is very awesome.
Yeah, he sent me the picture. He sent me that picture, and I told him something like, "Oh, dude, I'll have new ones taken for you in the next 20 minutes." And I think it was like 15 minutes later, I had sent him a picture of them, in the little plugs getting ready to go.
Wow, but I just want to say that's a commendable thing, man, for doing that, hanging on to it. A prize cut, prize pheno chase, all that stuff. That's awesome. That's the kind of shit that weed nerds are made of.
So to answer the question in chat, Love for the Plant wants to know, does anybody still have the Oregon Pinot Noir cut behind Cuvée? Yes, Leo did get a cut of it back. Him and Frenchie lost the cut to get it back. Yes, Leonardo Aficionado Seeds does still have the cut of Pinot. So that answers your question.
Is that like XJ13 and Blackberry? Something like that?
Yeah, you're right.
the genetics of Pinot? Is that like XJ13 and blackberry? I think something like that.
No. I do believe it's G13 times something, but I can't remember what part of it was.
What's C13? Is that like a Cinderella cut?
XJ13.
Oh, okay. XJ13.
Yeah.
I think I need to study a little bit more about the strains and stuff like that, so I understand them a little better.
No, same stuff.
Where they come from, all that stuff.
Yeah. Actually, Afghani smells like. So people are like, "This is all Afghan." It's like, no, it's like purple fucking crap. It's like,
Sounds like a cricket gang war right now.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
let me get out of the cricket alley. I was gonna call it cricket alley.
You guys are going against each other.
Mine love these colors over here. They got all the reds pulled out. They're like, we're fucking looking for the red color, motherfucker, of your blood. Paint fucking, what are those called? Paint samples.
Those are called swatches.
Yeah, I don't know anything right now. I'm fucking so high.
Yeah.
That weed nerd story fucking made me tear up like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that cuvee cut is the whole reason that I actually met Eagle to begin with. Back when Sub was doing all his live stuff, he'd bring it up, and I was like, I'd be in the chat, and I'd be like, God damn, I missed that. And I think I said it like 4 or 5 times in chat, and all of a sudden, here's this dude, Eagle Gardens. I'm like, who the fuck's this? You know, this is when I was brand new to the whole situation with, you know, the social media. I'm like, who's this fucking garden guy being like, hey, I got to get you one of those, man. I'm going to get you one of those. And lo and behold, dude, he came through and freaking doing that for somebody you've never met. You know, that's just awesome. So the only thing I can do is make sure that if he needed it back, he's getting it.
Right on.
And it's been a couple of years now. So, you know, like we were talking about the other night, I'm kind of curious to see if him having it, and then it coming this, you know, out here and then going back there, if anything changes.
I remember that conversation. That is a great experiment. The physical one. I mean, because it's actually gone into different terroirs. Everything has been changed back and forth. So it's gone from one extreme to another extreme to another. And now it's back. So, you know, kind of pretty awesome. You know, that'll be awesome to see if it actually turns out to be really close or the same, or if it even has new attributes that it brings on, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering, because it went from his environment to my indoor environment and then outdoor. And now it's going from the outdoor environment back to its original environment.
Exactly. So in that aspect, it could actually change it just, well, like its attitude. You know what I mean? Because it's been way more places. It's more traveled. It's more experienced. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that one cut has come full circle. And yeah, who knows if you know, that natural sunlight did something, or, you know, like we're talking about the other night, the barometric pressure.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm really curious to see Eagle's take on it, because he's the one that knows that the best, and he'll be able to be the one that figures out the little subtle differences. So that'll be a good study.
Eagle, you didn't even know you were getting involved in this, did you?
I'm up for it. I'm up for it.
All right. Yeah.
So that little
Then on
cuvee,
top of it, send him back. I get to send him back some of that to sample to see if it's what he remembers or if it tastes like what it,
Or
when he grew.
yeah, if there's a change in, yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah. That's even a deeper experiment.
Yeah, I'd be very interested to see if any of the terpenes, come out different, or even the I guess thickness or heaviness of the smoke.
What was that, Red Pill?
Eagle, Jack gave
Oh,
you
that
that
cuvee.
clone, yes?
Yes.
Okay, and if SoCal grows it and it turns out to have those pinies and yours is more that dragon fruit, that would definitely be an indicator that it's like a location type thing.
We're talking about the Cuvée, not the J1. The J1
Okay,
that Jack said.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's the same kind of a situation though. I mean, exactly the same. What were you saying, Red Pill?
That cuvee cut is like a Amish kid on Rumspringa. Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
It's special. It's very noticeable and special. It sticks out.
I've never had cuvee, so I don't even understand it.
Stories, All
Yeah,
the night, with the weed nerd, just being like fucking hearing them dabbing on cuvee, fucking fresh water, ice
Right.
water, fucking jar after jar after jar after everything was gone. That was a good time just to watch the shit.
Definitely.
It was weird listening to that interview the other day. It was comforting and eerie all in the same, because it's one of them things. I've had my own personal closure with sub and all that, but because of the way the weekend at Bernie shit, I try not to think about this shit anymore. I don't it's hard for me to go back and listen to the Wade Nerd stuff and listen to him because of all that. So that was actually the first time that I had sat down and listened to anything from him in a while. And like I said, it was comforting and eerie all at the same time.
I can imagine.
Somebody went back and tried to like digitally remaster some of his old episodes.
Tried to?
And I'm not sure who it was, but I don't know. I don't think that was the right thing to do.
Well, yeah. Here working on trying to do that shit now. Matty Gar at one time had downloaded a bunch of them and was trying to keep them safe for us. But I don't know whatever came of that. But I'm still on the fence about that shit, man. I have so much shit, the dank gear and TGA shit, that I just sits in a case now because the direction that it's taken off now, and I'd rather leave it lay and go in my new direction and fucking just remember my buddy and kind of just remember him instead of what's being pushed forward.
Well, not to
sounds
this 420 or this on the 20. Let's smoke this one here for Subcool.
It's right here. This is 420.
Yeah.
Amen.
Cheers, Subcool. Love you, brother.
We are doing another. Oh shit, that's right around the corner. Fuck, I gotta get on that shit. We are doing another birthday special for him this year. Probably even better than last year, because this year that was just the end of it, I guess. Miss Jill actually wants to have a bigger hand in doing something for him.
Nice. That'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Things have really changed since he left, for sure. We lost so many others. Eddie left just fucking.
Eddie left, yeah.
Damn. This last 2 years, we've lost a lot of fucking amazing cannabis grades.
Frenchie,
just
Bug.
losing Frenchie, yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did you guys catch his memorial? The one for Frenchie.
Well, that's a future cool one, right? His wife, his wife, and like the one that the hash, the real fucking hash people are putting on is September 15th. They're doing a big thing for Frenchie. His wife and all them are putting on a thing for Frenchie on September 15th. So I missed the one the other day, but there will be another one put on by his wife and family and close friends on September 15th.
Nice. I'm gonna have to watch that one too. It's definitely worth going back and watching the one that they did the other day. It was pretty cool.
What was it?
October 29th. Oh, Sub's birthday is September 25th. I don't know what the October 29th is, but his birthday is the 25th. I don't mean to keep cutting in. I'm kind of reading chat, looking up, reading chat.
It's your show, man. Cut everybody off if you want.
I was thinking what channel.
Shit,
what
man,
channel was it on?
So Sub's birthday is September 25th, you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, my son's birthday is this month on the 22nd.
Oh, nice. How's he gonna be?
I'm hoping that maybe, well, I'm hoping that I can actually get to talk to him for the first time in, shoot, probably 7, 8 years, maybe 9 years.
How old is he?
Trying to get a breakthrough on this boy. Oh, he was born in 1995. So he's
26.
He's a young man. Yeah, he's a young man.
I got that. My oldest is 95 too. May. That's how I knew right off the top of my head.
Right on. Yeah, so it sucks, but he hasn't talked to me for a long time. Yeah, it does.
Well, hopefully things will change, brother. Life has a funny way of bringing people back.
Well, that's what I'm hoping that this birthday is going to be a changing point.
Yeah.
That's what I've been praying for.
I hope it is.
Yeah. Yeah, because dang, I miss that kid. I mean, that young man. You know? Shoot.
I can
I wish you all the best, Johnny, because you know,
I appreciate that.
I don't talk about my daughter or my granddaughter much because her mother basically from a year and a half to basically 7, almost her 8th birthday, actually, I didn't get to see her until. And it took the courts fighting against the mother to finally get her to let me see my daughter. And, you know, all those years missed. And, you know, she doesn't call and she doesn't text. I try to every birthday, Christmas, and things like that. But, you know, I wish you really good luck with that, brother, because I know how it feels.
Yeah, that's the same thing I've been dealing with. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but eventually it'll work out. He'll come around to it, you know. I hope.
Yeah,
That's one of those things. It kind of is what it is, you know.
yeah, it's definitely a shitty situation to be in, though, man. It just sucks. I'm sorry to hear you. I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, there's no reason to be sorry for that, man. That's what we're all here for.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Never be sorry for your feelings.
Yep, this will be the breakthrough year. That's my hopes.
You know, it's kind of funny because now that I'm out until December, I have a little plan to kind of drop in on my dad and, you know, no rhyme or reason, just show up at his house. And I haven't seen him in 5 years. So I'm planning on just showing up one day. I mean, I got the whole trip planned out. It's just a matter of, you know, when that time comes. So he's out in he's way the hell out by Moab, Utah. So, you know, so I can go down the street and see him, you know. So it's been 5, almost 6 years since been actually able to go, you know, give my old man a hug. So he doesn't know yet, but late October, he's gonna knock on the front door, and hopefully he's happy about it.
That I'm sure it'll make his day, his week, his month, his year. I know it'd make mine if my kid showed up out of the blue. That would be an awesome thing.
Yeah, my only concern right now is that before he left here to move out there, the last time I just randomly dropped by his house, you know, my mom and dad got divorced when I was like 16. So I showed up at dad's house one day, just out of the blue, and he's like, "Oh, you can't come in." What the fuck? I noticed another car in the driveway, and I'm like, "Oh, that's why you're answering the door in your underwear. I got you."
It's understandable, you know, get some action.
Yeah, it'd be my luck though. I drive 15 hours and pops into the door in his underwear and like, "Hey, come back tomorrow."
Shoot, but I got plans, Dad. Put that shit away. Let's go.
Give her the money, send her packing, and call it good.
Shoot. I hope it's not like that for him.
No, it's not. He's just for being close to his 70s, man. That guy still got game. Give him that.
Awesome. That's awesome. That's fantastic. May we all have game at 70 years old.
Ain't nobody in my family made. Well, my grandma, my great grandma made it that long, but Shit, there ain't none of them left in my family alive. Both my parents, my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, all of them are all gone. All of them are.
Rough lives or what?
Some of them was just my real dad was just pretty much was a stroke. My mom was a rough life, drug addiction. Aunts and uncles were pharmaceutical addiction. Had some cancer run through the family. But yeah, it was fun. It was weird because my great grandma, before she died, was always it was super important to her that we had this 5-generation picture taken that included me and my daughter. And thereafter, it was just me and it. It wasn't. I'm like a year later. It was just me and my daughter. 3 generations out of 5 were gone, and then it's just me and my daughter. Would you understand what I'm saying? I didn't have no boys.
I totally understand what you're saying because my grandfather
Not too late,
on my
Eagle.
father's side. What's that?
It's not too late.
Oh, my grandfather.
Sure it is. I tied that knot long ago.
Untied.
It's wait. No more boys. No boys. And
Yeah,
it ended with
my I was gonna say my granddad on my father's side. I had him come out after my son was born.
You gave
I
birth
had a
to your
picture.
granddad?
No, sir. After my son was born, my granddad came out. Yes, you have to listen a little closer. Anyways, so I had a picture of my granddad, my father, me, and my son in one picture, which was, I felt like that was a special picture because it wasn't too long after that he passed away, and there was never a time for that to ever happen again, you know? So those generational pictures are rather special.
That's kind of what happens in you. You don't realize that some shit like that, family. Sometimes you don't even may have even taken for granted as a kid what your parents done for you. Then you get out on your own, you have your own kids, and you look back and you go, "Holy fuck!" The sacrifices, you know what I mean? All that stuff. It kind of sinks. And you treat your parents a little more better when you see them the next time. You know what I mean? You give them that, thank you. But sometimes it takes, a half a life to realize what they actually did for us. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
I think it's about 35, 36 when you kind of look around and go, oh shit, mom and dad were right. When they kind of understand later, well, now it's later.
I think you're right in there, in that ballpark there. I think it was right around 31, 32 when I came around to the fact that, I realized, wow, my mom really put up with a lot of shit for me. And I called her up and told her how much I appreciated how many times she beat me and kept me in line to keep me from getting in trouble and shit like that. So yeah.
So I can honestly say it's because of my parents that I never was a little dickhead growing up. If it wasn't for them, I'd probably be locked up or dead by now.
Oh, I for sure would have. I was dangerous on my own just as it was, and she controlled me. So I totally agree with you, Eagle. That's such a big factor right there when you come to your realizations in life that, wow, They knew what they were talking about. They were right.
You know that curse your parents put on you that I hope someday you have a kid that's just as much of an asshole as you are. That's some real shit. That's like real freaking mom voodoo. That shit works.
It really is some bad shit right there. That's a bad voodoo. Yeah.
I got lucky then. I got lucky then. Man, I was a handful as a kid, man. If you left me alone and I could fucking access a screwdriver, I didn't give a shit. I'd just sit there and spin screws out of shit. Just dismantle shit. Cupboard doors. I remember my mom coming home one time, and I'm just standing outside. We lived in the trailer at this point. Fucking, I'm just standing there with the screwdriver, fucking spinning the screws of the siding out of the fucking side of the trailer. Just sitting there, taking the screws out, letting them drop. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm just, been doing it all day though. Might want to go back and put the
Oh, that's freaking hilarious, Eagle. I've been doing it all day though. Next good wind comes along, we're gonna have a funny looking trailer. The skin's gonna blow off. Oh my god, that's hilarious, man.
Mom goes up in the refrigerator door and it falls off.
Everything.
Pulls on the handle. The handle comes off. Door doesn't open. What the hell? Eagle!
It became such a thing to like where they actually, when things broke, they would be like, give him a shot. He might be able to fix it.
He's taken apart enough shit, destroyed it. He might know how it works.
Yeah, if anything, it's going to keep him busy for a couple hours. Here you go, kid. Have at it.
That's too funny. My mom, she smacked me upside my head so many times for taking apart my toys. Man. But I'd always put them back together somewhat. You know, they were still functionable after I got done with them. But she sure didn't like that when I took that shit apart. I wanted to know how it worked, though. You can't tell how it works when it's together. I mean, right, SoCal?
You get an idea, but you can't see the inner workings. So yeah, you got to take the toaster apart to see how it toasts, man. Like, how's the microwave really microwave when you're a kid? You know, open that damn thing up and find out.
I never tore that thing apart, but I sure did put a lot of stuff in it. Yeah. When they first came out, I enjoyed that. That was rather interesting.
I used to like put pots and pans in there to see what they would do. Because the microwave didn't last too long when you do that.
Our thing was tin foil. It was so brilliant. It would get bright up inside there. Yeah, it was exciting. Stupid shit we used to do.
I put a candy bar in there one time, a Hershey's candy bar, because I thought that's how you get the chocolate for chocolate milk. You just put it in the microwave and melt it. Don't do that. You can never clean that up.
Oh, wow. It got hard, huh? Too good. Well, shoot, man, I'm getting super tired. Eagle, I'm gonna drift on out and make a dent in my pillow. Call it a night. I want to thank you for the evening. Always a blessing to be out here and be on here with you and sharing stories with all the guys, Bromies. So, Red Pill,
Yep.
good to see you. Good to hear your voice again.
Yeah.
Opening up the back door so some few other people can come in and attack things. And Captain 420, Green Fingers, love you guys. Looking forward when you come back, Captain 420. That'll be awesome when you get stateside. And watch out for those scorpions, man.
Appreciate it, Johnny. Peace
All right.
and love, brother.
All right, love guys.
Good one,
No, Johnny.
Right on,
All right,
Jimmy. Have a
we'll
good
see,
night, man.
buddy.
all right, we'll see you tomorrow.
So, Red Pill, what are you doing?
Well, nothing. Why is that supposed to lead into something?
Well, last time it did. So, led down a pretty interesting hole down here in the worm tunnel.
If I can, 1 second, please.
Oh, please
They're going to
save
close
me.
in
Save
8
me.
minutes on me here. So I want to say thanks again, Eagle. Thanks, SoCal, Red Pill, Green Fingers, Green 13, everybody in chat. Appreciate everything, and definitely going to watch tomorrow's show. Peace and love, everybody.
Thank you,
Have a good day.
Captain.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, what happened to Green 13? He just kind of fell out.
Irish exit.
Yeah.
There was too much gibberish
So,
going on. He said rubbish and left us alone.
I don't know. I did that the other night, but that was a whole catastrophe of internet fuck up.
I guess one.
should we just get ahead of the curve and just rename it the smiley exit there, Red Pill? I remember you the other day saying because of like the PC of it, we might not be able to
Okay.
say it
Yeah,
longer. Should we just change it?
Yeah, let's change it.
The smiley slide.
The smiley slide.
Smiley.
Or how about the
Smiley.
slipping? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, smiley slide. That sounds better.
I like that.
Smile.
I think even he will approve of that.
And that way we don't gotta hurt me all flowers feelings.
Smells good. Citrus Blazer smells good. So Red Pill, I gotta order that pink T-shirt or what, man?
Don't hold your T-shirt breath because I don't know if I even got enough money to make it out there. Unless Stony Rockefeller is gonna drive me out. Or unless anyone else hearing this is gonna drive me out. Or unless there's a magic carpet that people know about.
I know about a magic carpet, but they only have beans inside of them. So.
Dude, go to your local city hall or
City
city
hall.
council building or whatever. Tell them you're homeless. And you want to go, but yeah, tell them you're homeless and you want to go back to where you're from. They'll straight out give you a freaking Greyhound ticket.
I was born in Clio.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't come, we'll figure it out. There could be another time.
Other time.
Can't get over SoCal's name. Just fucking. Could everybody read that? Like everybody watching?
Yeah.
That's even funnier. Fuck me in the ass. Holy shit.
I actually feel good that I actually got work done tonight. Thank you guys for letting me just kind of hang back and trim. I always feel rude when I do that shit. But I appreciate it. It's good work, good time.
Hell yeah.
Shit, sorry guys. I had a little had to deal with the dogs real quick. Somebody was asking me a question, I thought.
Your fucking is awesome.
Just trying to be honest, man.
And I was asking if everybody could read it, and he said yes. And I just cracked up even more. I was like, oh my God, that's even funnier. So when I watch this back, I'm going to be able to read that. It's going to be fucking hilarious. Good shit. I'm smoking roaches. They're fucking strong as shit. Fucking.
See, I'm glad you thought that was funny, man, because I'm the type of person that'll wear, like, I'll wear a shirt. I'm like 260, right? And I got the shirt that says I beat anorexia. I'll wear that shit, like, to the mall just to piss people off.
That's pretty funny, though.
So I got another one that, like, I'm just an asshole, dude, by nature. But I got another shirt that I wear every time I go to the freaking grocery store. It's got a picture of a deer on the back of it, and it says, hey, vegans, my food shits all over your food. So many people get pissed off about that at grocery stores. I love
it. You love it? Come back, your car's all keyed and shit.
Too high.
Oh, no, dude, you want to trigger a Karen? Wear like an anti-vegan shirt to the grocery store, dude. Bring your camera, because that shit just gets funny. Back before I crashed, I was riding, just cruising around town on the bike, and I pulled up next to a lady with a Hillary sticker on the back window of her car. So I pulled up and I tapped on her window to get her to roll her window down. I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, somebody vandalized your car. She starts jumping out of the car. She's like, oh my God, what'd they do? What'd they do? I'm like, oh, they put a Hillary sticker on it. Dude, she got pissed. She thought it was the freaking worst thing ever. She should have rode my ass off the road.
Awesome.
But then again, too, I'm the guy that, like, I'll pull up next to you at a stoplight or something, and I'll get your attention. I'll be like, hey, your license plate fell off like a mile back, dude. You gotta go get that shit. People turn around, it just fucks up their whole day.
Good shit. Where's Red Pill? What you doing, Red Pill?
I'm trying. I'm thinking.
You're thinking. That's the great part about you. You shouldn't have to think. You're the Red Pill. Topic bounce right off of you.
No. My powers, they're
How
weak.
about Inner Earth? What about that Inner Earth today?
What happened in the earth?
What about Inner Earth? You believe in that shit? Like that there's a whole land of dinosaurs and shit?
No. Sorry.
Damn it. So every time the birds are on the roof and I think it's the velociraptors, it's never going to be them, is it? It's just going to be birds. Son of a bitch.
They
Dream
might
crusher.
be. It doesn't have to be a velociraptor. They might still be speaking the same language.
I think that's all they are, birds. Dinosaurs were birds. Big tasty ones.
Well, hey guys, I'm gonna jump out of here. I think I'm gonna go to bed. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, Eagle, thank you for having us. Always awesome to have you or be here on the show with you guys. Green fingers, do something about those crickets. Red pill, think about what you're doing. Shout out to everybody in chat. We'll see you guys. You're a show tomorrow night, Eagle. Do you have a guest?
Appreciate you, brother. You have a good day, and hopefully you can get some rest.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you tomorrow. Probably a good point to wind her up, hey boys.
Yeah. Yep.
Like always.
Feel you.
Been a pleasure. Thank you, Eagle.
Thank
We got to
you,
leave these
Mr.
people
Robert.
alone.
What was that?
I
What was
said
that?
thank you, Mr. Robert. I said thank you.
Thank you. Shit. I would have just been sitting here watching fucking old episodes. So either way, I would have been thanking you anyways by the end of the night. So I would have been like, fuck, he wasn't on. Let's just watch another episode. Then I get through it and I'm like, oh man, 4 hours later, I'm ready for bed. So I never miss a show when you're not on anyways, bro. But don't feel bad if you fucking need nights off. Love you. Peace. Very cool.
Love you too.
Yep. Peace out.
Yeah.
Eagle.
All right. I burnt out. My fuse ran a little fucking fast tonight. I don't know. I feel I'm letting people down on my red pillisms towards the end here. I need to recharge my batteries.
Always a pleasure, brother. Just glad you showed up.
Yep. No problem. I can do that. I can show up. But cheers to you, Eagle. Thanks a lot again tonight. Cheers to everyone that made it in the call tonight, and cheers to whoever's sticking around in the chat. See y'all later. Peace out.
Peace out, man.
Yep.
Well, that does it. Full episode. What do we got here? 463. Fucking, where's my shit at? There we go. Let's get this camera back on. Shit off. There we go. There we go. For those of you guys still hanging out, I greatly appreciate you hanging out. Join me tonight when my guest will be Field of Dreams tonight at 11:30, straight from Thailand. Thanks again, Captain 420, for hooking that up. I greatly appreciate it. And since we kind of went long tonight, and I am trimming, I am gonna have to say sorry and pass on the shout outs. I'm sorry. Still 70 of you guys watching. Holy shit, you guys are awesome. Wow, that's pretty badass. Pretty badass. Well, with that being said, you guys know the routine. If this is the end of your day, your journey, please get some rest. If this is the beginning of your day, your journey, have an amazing day. Please take time to get a little bit of self-love in, because you cannot love others until you love yourself. A very true statement. Once you do that, please take time to try to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. I'm a living, breathing example of that, and I'm not afraid to admit it. People have helped me out a few times in my life, and it's the least I can do to try to put that foot on the other foot, or help somebody else out and get somebody else to do the same. So have a great Tuesday, and I will see you tonight with the Field of Dreams at 11:30. Should be an amazing show. Thank you one last time, Captain 420, for the hookup. Have an amazing Tuesday. I am out of here.